So you know those ones where like you get like the late night munchies. You come home, you're like, fuck, let me just order some food from DoorDash or skip the dishes, whatever the case may be, right?
Okay.
So I did that. Ordered a pizza, and they're telling me like, oh, I want this topping, that topping. Why is Seth calling me right now? Seth, not right now. I'm gonna call you back. Sorry, sir. So they asked me what toppings I want. I choose all my toppings. Cool. Usually when you order a pizza, do you ever have to tell them what cheese you need or what base you need or anything? Usually it's just the common shit.
Say anything. It's a default.
It's a default, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once I give you the toppings, you do the rest.
Right?
Yes,
okay. So why did I get my pizza with no sauce, no cheese, just toppings?
What the fuck?
Didn't I tell you to stop ordering pizza from Pizza
Where is
Pizza?
this?
Look.
Did I tell you to stop ordering
It's just the
pizza?
toppings.
Oh my God.
It's just the toppings.
And say the establishment.
That's
They
disgusting.
did not say.
You have to speak in the mic.
How is that possible?
No. Keston, you have to, because again, that's gonna happen throughout.
Yeah.
So yeah,
My boy talking to me. I'm like, because your mic's over there.
that's gonna happen. So you might
Look
as
at
well
this.
hold it. Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh my
Look
God.
at this.
No,
Can you
that's
say the establishment where you got it
Pizza
from?
Pizza. It was Pizza
Didn't I
Pizza.
tell you all throughout 2023, maybe even 2020, to stop ordering pizza from Pizza Pizza?
It was, it was one of the late night tips, fam. That was what was
The only thing from Pizza right now is the
wings.
No, the wings.
The wings are fire.
The wings
too.
bust.
The
And
wings are
the
busting.
chicken sandwich.
Like, look, this is what I got. I said, fam, I ate half the pizza and I said, this is dry, bro.
God.
It was bad.
Rich man here. So we have so real quick before we actually start the pod, because that was crazy cards. I'm actually sad that you did that.
And I tried complaining. They said, sir, sorry, you can't complain about it. You can't get your money back for it. I said,
Oh my God.
yeah, couldn't
You
get my
know
money
you
back.
paid. You
Put
know
that
you
in there.
you paid full.
And I tipped.
You paid.
Oh my gosh. I'd be mad.
I ate my wings because I ate the wings first.
Okay.
And I ate the wings first. And then I opened the box. I'm like,
I'd actually.
You know you paid full pizza price for, like maybe just like 75% of your pizza.
Yeah.
you're
You
right.
know that, right?
You're right. You're not wrong. You're right. I got crust. I got dough.
Yeah.
I got some bacon. I got some ham.
At least you got some meat. That's your favorite.
Yeah. No, we're not going there with that. Yeah, it was a pretty sad night. Still, I was pretty upset.
That's tough.
I was looking forward to the pizza still. I was hungry.
I'd actually drive back there.
I took off all the toppings. I just put all the toppings on the plate and just yam.
Where's the customer service? I don't understand.
The thing is, I ordered through DoorDash. I ordered through DoorDash, and I
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
The customer service, it doesn't live in Canada.
You're not rocks though. No kissy, no Capri.
Okay, so out of the four of us here, we have a guest. We're gonna talk about Michael and his experience just now, but we have Keston also on the side too. Which one of us, out of the four of us, would be first to get pizza from Tim Hortons? And has anybody tried pizza from Tim Hortons?
I did.
Oh my God.
I did about maybe 2 weeks after it came out, and I was relatively disappointed.
Dude.
That was pretty brave of you.
He's that kind of guy though. He's that kind of guy to try. When we see something that to try, like the McRib or that kind of bullshit, he's like, "Oh, look at this! You know those big signs that they get you on, like the big signs when you walk in the store, you're like, huh, the new. Okay, let me try it. Me, no. I wait to hear someone try it and then tell me, hey, this is pretty good or it's not good. I don't do that.
So it's not good right now. It might be good in like 6 months when they change their way they do things. But right now,
You're gonna give it a second chance?
maybe in like 6 months.
I wouldn't even. There's only one thing I get from Tim Hortons. I don't get anything else because at this point it's just ridiculous. I'll ask for a coffee sometimes, and these guys will be like, "Oh, you want a fucking bagel?" No, I said coffee. Like,
Yeah. Ordering from Tim Hortons is tough nowadays.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Coffee's good. Coffee's good.
Coffee's good, but pizza's not good. I wouldn't know
Pizza's
order
not
pizza.
good.
They don't specialize in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Stick with what you guys came out with.
that's them running out of ideas, and they need to make more money, so they just said, "We'll just do pizza."
You know why? What's it called? What's that place called? Subway. Subway's introducing the bowls. You know how, like Chipotle has a
I
bowl.
tried the bowl.
No way.
No, the bowl's trash.
The bowl is okay. I got the
No.
avocado one. It was
Trash.
okay.
It's booty
They
cheeks.
just put avocado in a bowl. That's
With some other
guacamole.
stuff. With some
No,
other stuff.
it's dry. No, Subway, stick to your sandwiches. See, everyone needs to stay in their own lane.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay in your lane.
Stop trying to cross.
Yeah,
over.
really, yeah.
That's crazy.
Pussy blood clot.
No, certain things I'm staying far away from. They can never get me. And honestly, I haven't eaten Tim Hortons in a long time.
Proud of you.
I used to eat that shit bare, but I'm just seeing the customer service and I know what happens behind the scenes. I'm good.
The only thing I get from Tim
Totally
Hortons
good.
is the hash browns and a coffee, if anything. It's the only thing I call up in, but I don't trust their meat.
Turkey Bacon Club. That's the only thing
No.
that I
Yeah, the
Nope.
sandwich is
Bacon
okay.
Club.
Nope. Don't trust it.
It's overpriced as shit, but
I
hey,
threw up
sometimes.
I threw up one time after having one.
Yeah.
I said no.
But what was it, like 6 months ago, I went to go get one by my house, and I was late. I was short on time. I lined up in the drive-thru.
$8.
I waited like 20 minutes. Come to find out, there's nobody working at the fucking place. There was nobody even there. So everyone's just waiting in the drive-thru. Nobody's there. Then halfway through, someone gets out, goes to the door, comes out, and like, all right, guys, nobody's in there. And we all just drive away. It was ridiculous.
Jesus
I would have
Christ.
complained.
Yeah. This is what, like 2 years before New
This is in Brampton, right?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Probably some kind of special day for them.
Yeah.
One of the days.
All right.
Let's get to it. A little pre-pod.
All right, man. All right. Been cooking up. Bear content, I mean. Go ahead, check it out.
Oh my fucking god. Jesus Christ.
We're going to have fun this episode.
We're gonna go crazy on the shit, man. Let's get it.
Hope y'all are blessed. It is mad cold outside.
Yes, sir.
But guess what? Sometimes you got to say no to the not means. And you got to say, you know what?
I'm staying home.
Nah, shout out to everybody watching and listening right now. If you're listening to this while you're at work, it's definitely lit. I mean, we're gonna hold you down for a good hour and a half. If you're going to sleep, sorry.
We turn up, baby.
Bare energy right now. So watch us in the morning. If you're waking up in the morning, I mean,
Let's go.
Have a blessed day.
Good morning.
Have a blessed day. Yeah, wake that ass up.
Stay away from Tim Hortons. Let's go.
And it's us, yo. What's us, man? Holy.
We got the Beazil Boyz in the house.
Yeah, we got Beazil Boyz. Huh?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Fresh Brazilian passport. That's it.
That Brazil pack, huh? Everybody came back with their phones, have you?
Not everybody.
Everybody here. Everybody here.
Okay.
Everybody here.
Let's go.
Holy. All right.
Let's get to it.
Let me get the drops on me. Let me get the drops.
Let me just move this Brazilian shot glass.
Roundtable Talk.
I'm your host, DB, goddammit.
Nothing a drop for that.
Daddy
We got cards in the stew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cards.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't. Sorry, no. I didn't have to do that. I did not mean to do
I gotta start
that.
controlling my own
That's
drops.
disrespectful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Cards.
Let's go.
We got cards in the stew, and we have a special guest. We got Michael in the stew.
Oh.
Should get it, you.
And we also are joined by the reason why we have this podcast in general. I mean, we got Roundtable Talk alumni Keston in the stew.
Damn. It's been a minute Keston been on the pod, eh?
Yep.
Months and months.
But we said, you know what? Since this is gonna be a travel episode, let's just talk about it. These guys just came back fresh off. Fresh off.
Literally 24 hours.
Huh? No COVID papers done. And I said that. Well, me and Cause pretty much just said that. It would be great to have just friends come through on the pod and talk about their experiences outside of the country, because we're pushing just people just traveling, having different experiences outside of Canada, even if it's inside of Canada, different spots and all that. So it was important for us to get these two on the podcast today.
100%. We pre-planned this. Like, while they were gone, we're like, we got to get them on the pod for sure.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I need to hear the breakdown, because we be seeing people travel to Brazil and talk about how it's so good. There's some negatives, some positives, but now we have some of our man devs actually flying out there and having fun and seeing what going. Do's and don'ts. It's like, hey, I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
And y'all need to hear about it too.
Yeah, so we thought that it was just important for us to do that. So we'll get into the travel content and all that just now, but I just wanted to just check up.
Yo,
Mental health check. We good? How's January? We good?
January's probably been one of the best Januaries I've had in a very long time. When it comes to just all ends of the spectrums, when it comes to like podcast numbers, great numbers. I'm loving the numbers right now.
I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry.
Shout out to y'all for the numbers. Like, everything's going very, very well when it comes to business.
Yes.
Work's been good.
Real quick, I just wanted to shout out the viewership just on Roundtable Talk, especially because you guys are watching the full episode. So
Yes, sir.
shout out to y'all. And I'm so sorry that we shitted on all of the U.S. states for someone in Vegas. Pretty much. Yeah, we shitted
talk
on
that
a
way.
lot of the states. and
did.
then for one of our listeners out in Vegas to say, yo, shout out to y'all listening from Vegas.
And we literally said we're not going to Vegas again. Yeah.
Well, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all in the States. Shout out to y'all in Canada. And I mean, Grenada,
Yeah.
all over the place. Just
Trinidad.
thank you guys because we're able to see where you guys are watching from. And
We love
it's special for us to get those numbers back. So
Yeah.
salute to y'all.
Big motivation.
Go crazy on DKM Network. We have all of our clips and all our travel content there. But yeah,
Other
salute.
than that,
You're right, though.
been really good. I can't complain. Probably one of the best Januaries I've had in a long time. Money's up. Everything's good. Year's looking straight. I like it. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, I think this January, I don't know why exactly, but I have my ideas why it's hitting so good. Like, there's just a lot of good things to the point where it's like, okay, we need to try to sustain this as much as possible.
You have a lot to look forward to as well, too. I think is how you plan out your year as well, too. If you don't know how your year is going to be and you don't set goals for yourself as well, too, and plan out some trips as well, too, to look forward to, it's kind of hard to be, like, a positive mindset every time you wake up. That's just how I am. I'm a goal-oriented person where I got to wake up and know why am I working so hard and why am I doing what I'm doing. So to know that I'm going on this trip, that trip, this is in the works. Hey, I'm motivated. I'm happy as shit. Like, yo, let's go. I know why I'm sitting down.
Which motivates you more to look forward in the year, having the trip planned or having a goal in set?
Ooh.
This is for everybody. This is for everybody here.
I think the trip.
Nah.
I think the trip, because personally for me, like, I haven't left this damn place in a long time. So now I'm just so motivated to, like, just keep working, keep my head down to know that I'm going to be out of here for a week. And I'm also going to be out of here for another 2 weeks. I'm happy about that. My goals, I know they're going to hit. I know that already. So it's like, for
Eventually
me,
they will. Okay.
me looking forward to a trip, that mental health to relax. Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's like the hard work that you put in while you're working. It's like, eventually once you're done and you're done working hard, then everything you do after is going to be worth it. So that's like the main motivating factor for me. For planning a trip, anybody can plan a trip, but like if you work hard, then looking forward to after that work is done.
Right.
You are a very
what it is for me.
spontaneous person.
Yes,
I've realized that and I've noticed that. Like,
We're going to talk about that. Oh, yeah. We're gonna,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, you're right. You're a very spontaneous person.
Hey, it's more fun like that.
I
It
think,
is. I always say that.
I think the POV is important per person because you're talking about how not sexually. This guy's so nasty. This guy is so.
Speaking of, can we change this? Like, this is like just straight.
No, what's wrong with What's wrong with that?
So
Because
distracted right
he
now.
just came back from Brazil, fam.
Yeah, I don't mind having ass in the background.
Shit.
The
Oh, just
fuck?
finished.
There's ass everywhere in Brazil.
All right, guess. Okay, we'll get to
Yo, this is not one of those pods, fam.
Yo,
Come on, this family's watching this
He's
and
not
stuff.
lying
yo.
though. Hey, honesty is the best policy.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Guys, I try to slow roll. I try to build up the audience. Oh, okay, yo, Michael's cool. Okay, cool. Oh, we got Keston back. Oh, nice. I said, hold on, we gonna get to Brazil. We gonna get to Brazil.
they want to go back.
No, I was just saying the POV is different because for Cods, he's talking about just like, yo, I know the goals are gonna get hit eventually, but having something to look forward to gives him motivation.
Yeah.
And then for Michael is saying, yo, the work in general is just the motivation towards my goal to whatever I had to hit.
Yeah, the trips will always.
Different. It's different.
yeah.
Keston,
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear your POV on this because
So last year was probably one of the hardest years I've had. Switching chapters, and my goal was for this upcoming year. Now that I'm in a new chapter, is to travel and go everywhere. And now I have the next 3 or 4 trips planned for this year.
Oh shit! Oh, big Keston.
Big step on that passport stamp. Stamp.
It felt really good when. It felt really nice. It felt really
Yeah.
nice. So, yeah.
So, are you gonna answer the question?
You didn't answer the question.
So the question was, which motivates you more, having that trip to look forward to, or just planning out your goal to execute for the year?
I would say having that next trip planned, because that next trip means more opportunity.
Okay, fair,
I like that.
cool.
I like
Cool.
that. I like that.
All right, So we got the Brazilian boys in the stew. I mean,
May as well get to it.
I want to hear about the trip, the travels, the experiences, and all that. I guess me and Cos kind of have to ask questions to get an idea of how the vibes is. So I'm gonna hit on
Okay, go ahead.
a 1-2. I'm sure Cos is gonna hit on a 5-6 on just topics and stuff. But I'm more interested on just learning about the people. How did you guys interact with the Brazilian people out there, and how are they interacting with y'all?
Okay. I think the first thing, most obvious, is language barrier.
Big time.
That was a big thing. Like you can't do anything without knowing a little bit of something, right?
Okay.
You gotta know some sort of Portuguese or just pick up on the basics. Like obviously, what the basics are like,
And you have to learn fast.
Yeah, exactly.
24 hours, you got to figure it out.
or like read body language or play fucking charades, you know, just to get by. But
Translator though, like
yeah, translator, Google Translate, you got to use that.
Oh.
Well, then that means your phone is out. So
Yeah,
you gotta, you gotta.
You know what? I'm bringing a dummy phone. Fuck all
Yeah,
that. shit.
exactly,
I'm bringing
literally.
a dummy phone.
Let's just say the way you hold your phone here in Toronto, you cannot hold it the same way. You gotta
Guys, let's stay
grip
on
it.
topic. Let's stay on
And-
topic. Let's stay on topic.
Yeah.
Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. Don't worry. I've done this before. So the people.
They're great. I think overall they're way more friendly. Okay, I think our reality has been distorted by living in Toronto.
Here we go.
By
Here we
living
go.
in
Here we go,
Toronto,
y'all. Let's go. Yes.
Because people in Toronto, they will be,
Here we go, Cos.
Yeah.
I'm booking my flight. I'm tired of this shit now.
Because people in Toronto, people say Canadians are nice, but hey, you're walking down the street in Toronto, you try to talk to anybody, they're gonna be like, "Get the fuck out of my face."
I got you on that drop.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
It's true.
But
What?
I feel like most places that I've visited, it's like everyone's more welcoming and
Yeah.
they'll at least hear you out for whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Brazil, everyone's more friendly, I would say. It's just, you got to watch out who's too friendly, you know?
Finessers.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's two ends of it. There's people that are very friendly, and then there's people that are just not friendly at all, and they're going to rob you. So there's two ends of it. So the really friendly ones are just great, and you're going to interact with them, and then the other ones will probably kill you, right? So,
Okay, wait, no. I feel like I gotta give some context here. I feel like the whole trip, Keston has been the guy that's like responsible. He's telling us all to be safe. He's exactly what we needed, right? But I feel like me and Matt were like, we were trying to go out and do shit, and then it was just the perfect balance between us that made it safe but still fun.
I still want to stick on the people. I don't want to drift into other stuff yet.
I feel, yeah, okay. Yeah.
How
Okay.
were the women?
tons.
Cos went straight.
Yeah. People sound great. People sound great. They sound
Don't
really
beat
nice.
around
So
the
the
bush.
When it
dating
comes to-
game,
when
the
it comes
dating
to-
game's way easier there than here. It just,
Yeah, exactly.
it is.
Okay, and explain why do you think that?
It's much easier, even with the language barrier, and you're using translator back and forth, to have an honest conversation, and they'll hear you out, and it's way more mutual. Where here you get to play games to talk to women and like do this back behind the scene and backwards forwards thing. It's just more straightforward. Even with the language barrier, it's very obvious.
Guys
Yeah.
playing Nintendo Wii. Backwards, forward, and shit.
There's no game in
Yeah,
Brazil.
yeah.
It's just you talk to them like normal people with translator, of course, and everything, it gets done.
Here, I feel like you try to talk to anyone, and you either they're interested or they just spit in your face. You know.
Yeah.
There, it's like they respect you. They respect you no matter
As a
what,
man,
even if they're not
as a
interested.
man, if you're not interested, like they'll still respect you and still like
Exactly.
hear you out.
Exactly.
I like that.
You
No
know
one
what?
dub you that like that. I like that.
Yeah, I love that just because it allows people to have that human interaction, and then if you like say you are trying to talk to a woman and with intentions to get her number, IG, whatever, her contacts, and she has a conversation with you, but she doesn't allow you, I'd rather that than the Toronto thing that acts like she can't hear you.
Or it, like shoos you away or something or whatever.
Yeah, because maybe about 3 or 4 pods ago, me and Kaz were talking about how we were in Toronto, and me and my boy were having an open conversation, open dialogue, and there was about 4 or 5 tanks sitting at the back of the TTC, but we were there just having a conversation because we just hopped in.
Yeah, we're chopping it up.
We're chopping it up from before, so we were just there and we're talking. Open conversation with the guys, and they're chuckling at me and KJ having this back and forth. But when KJ asked them, ladies, what do you think?
Nothing.
All quiet, nothing.
Nada. Like they're
And it
literally
says-
listening and
Yeah.
looking
And it's
at
clear,
us too.
it's clear as day. Yeah.
Like literally, we're here. They're literally right there.
Yeah.
That's how far they were. So they heard everything.
That's just weird.
It's just weird. Yeah. So like I appreciate them having the conversation and having that respect for you than acting like, yo, I don't know who you are. Don't talk to me. And if you talk to me again, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather the open conversation and all that.
Yeah. So although 90%, a very high population of the women are amazing out there, and as we talked about, there's still that 10 to 15% of women that if you're not a good judge of character, they will poison you, take your money, they will really mess you up real bad. So being a good judge of character is very, very important. Who you bring back to your condo and whatnot, you got to be very good at judging that. Michael did great doing that. And did it. He turned his brain on and he made the right decision.
God, Cos, what were you gonna say? Because Cos was pondering something. I could tell.
What I was gonna say? What I was gonna say is that, I don't know. What I was gonna say, just in general, like no offense to like Keston and Homeboy, but you guys, when it comes to like judging people and people's character, you guys misskewer a lot of things and miss a lot of like. I'm happy this time you literally were on your game when it comes to like this kind of shit, but you guys allow people to finesse y'all too much sometimes. It's like it's very easy to judge someone's character, body language, and what they're trying to like, what their intentions are off rip. I feel like
I've always said that the way that not really Keston, but especially Matt, how Matt dresses, it looks like, yo, I could rob him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
literally
what I'm
told him
saying.
every
You guys
time, you
look
dress
like
like
a
a
link.
victim.
That's not a joke.
Wait,
That's
hold
not
on.
I
Wait,
didn't
I
say
want to make something clear. We have never said that to you, right?
No.
This is your own judgment. This is your own judgment.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is my first time actually chopping up with Michael like that.
Oh,
You guys
This is
look
what-
like a
I've
lick.
been saying that, yeah.
You guys look
dress
like
as
a
victim.
lick.
Like there will be other people that will come to us on the street and they'll be like, "We don't understand." They're speaking Portuguese, and then he'll be like, "Ooh, you." I just point out your clothes and shit. I'm like, "Yes, I understand you."
Yeah, see? You got to be very, very careful, especially when, like, when you're outside. Like, I know me and Deavon are really good at like, just judging body language, people, settings,
Time,
vibes,
yeah.
timing as well, too. You got to be very good at those things if you're going to those kind of countries, 100%.
Sure.
So, yeah, you are right, Keston. And I'm happy that you, this time around, you took the higher roads. I
to
like
be
that.
honest-
After night one, there's no way.
Yeah, to be honest,
I was
though.
letting anything else go down.
Speaking of night,
But hold on.
Speaking of night one,
So, other than that, the women, good to talk to, beautiful, 10 out of 10.
can talk about the women
I think
again.
the difference is they're not obese.
Yeah.
oh,
I mean, I'm not into that. Hey, if you're into that, you're into that.
yeah,
Like,
I saw
hey,
one fat woman that was like
Exactly.
400 pounds in the last
that's-
day at the beach.
So that was you.
you
then.
chopped it up with her.
And
You spoke to it.
No, her friend. We spoke to her friend, which is a 10.
Close enough.
And who needed my hotspot because she ran out of data on the beach and whatnot.
like a scam.
And we talked that up, right? Yeah, you pretty might have seen the snap on the last day, right? But that was that day.
Oh, was that the one with Matt and the other guy with the tongue out?
Oh yeah, that guy's our
Put it up
boy.
here.
He looks sus, but that guy's our dog.
He sold us.
That
many
guy
of these
set
things,
us
yeah.
up. Like
he sold us some good.
He set you up?
No, he did set us
Hey.
up. He like he set us up for the night every single
Oh, he
night that we
blessed
went.
you.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
gave you
That
some
guy.
meat?
Shut the.
Photo might be inserted here.
No. That guy's our guy, but
I know.
Right.
I know.
he's over there.
Nah, that's your man's for real.
Yeah, that's your connect. That's your connect when you get back.
Oh,
yeah?
nah.
Here.
He hustled
Nah.
us like every day.
Oh, I
He
know.
didn't hustle us.
It
Yo,
was good. It
he
was
probably-
honest.
it
It was a
honest
good
hustling.
yo. When we
Honest
asked,
hustling.
we have the for those of you that don't know, there's a drink called caipirinha.
Caipirinha, caipirinha.
Oh my god!
Caipirinha.
Every day we're spamming these at least like 4 a day.
I was like,
But
Is that the one you drink out of the straw?
no, that I wanted to do that. The mate,
That's some
mate.
like Argentinian shit.
yeah, the yerba mate. But
Okay.
no, this is caipirinha. It's just straight lime, sugar if you want,
don't worry, we'll put the
and
picture up on the
then
screen.
alcohol. But this stuff tastes like straight juice. You don't
Like
taste alcohol at all. You take 2 sips and you're like
Sauce,
you don't know where
I like
you
that.
are.
I like that.
I like that.
And no hangovers at all.
because that's citrus.
Honestly, when it comes to being,
That's true. Okay.
And when you're on a trip,
You don't get hangovers on the trip.
Yeah, exactly. Because you gotta
I
go.
lie to you. No, DR was a tough one.
That's different. That's different.
That's the thing on a trip when you're going out at night and then you gotta wake up early in the morning to go to some excursion. Then you need to be like fully there.
Right.
Which right. I don't know if you remember the first hike, but
Yeah, Mike was not doing well. Yakking all over the place.
yo. But that was just because of I drank the water.
Yeah.
The water.
You drank the water there?
Yeah.
We're on an incline, like I don't know what degrees we're on, but this guy was yakking his brain off the cliff.
Okay, so before we get into that, right? Keston kind of gave us a little teaser for the first night, right? And before we get into how Michael ended up getting to Brazil, I wanted to ask Keston, how was the experience within the first 24 hours of being in Brazil?
You want us to be a podcaster so bad. Deavy, you didn't take your shot yet, so I'm gonna let you take a shot.
Keston, story time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna back it up even before the first night. Arriving at the airport, get off the aircraft. Of course, it's crazy hot. I'm like, okay, cool. I take my first nap in Brazil in my car. Walk down the little moving elevator or escalator thing or sidewalk thing. Okay, cool.
Continue
cool.
to check in, please.
All right, we get to immigration. Basically nothing.
Pause the story. I'm giving Cause the access to fast forward and rewind when he wants to freely because this is his brother.
I'll be speaking fast for the parts that don't matter much.
We'll see.
Get to immigration, stamp, we're in.
Okay,
instantly.
great. Continue.
All right, so we get to some guy approaches us. SIM card, and we know we need a SIM card, right? So how much? Rinsing us. They want to charge like 80 Canadian dollars, and we thought that was good.
Good luck, Cause.
Yeah.
Story time. Okay, let's go. Keston, story. We're gonna do this correctly. Let's go.
Keston, skip all that.
Yeah,
go
just
to
get
the
into the-
check-in. Go to
yeah,
the check-in.
go
Check-in.
to the interesting
Check-in to
shit.
Airbnb.
Yeah. So get to the airport right before we get picked up.
Airport. Airbnb. I don't care about the airport.
Yeah.
So we get to the Airbnb. We're obviously very lost. And my friend sets us up with a phone number and like, okay, we can settle it. Install the app to order food, which is called iFood, which is our Uber Eats. Everything's good. Everything like that. We go to have our first drink at the beach bar. Everything's good. Take our first pictures. Like, okay. We get hustled very aggressively because we don't know how to handle it.
So who's hustling you now?
Just a lot of people on Copacabana Beach, which is the main beach, where it's one of the busiest beaches in the world. I'm pretty sure it has that status. We get coached on how to handle that.
Question: How were you dressed? What were you wearing?
Oh, normal. The normal.
What's normal?
no.
Just a pair of shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay.
But
It was one of those outfits.
I think people heard us speaking English. Now we know that we don't speak English publicly on that beach for obvious reasons. So we figured that out very quickly, and we had to even move to a different table that was more inside of the beach bar, away from the sidewalk, because the hustle was real. We couldn't even enjoy ourselves. So that got sorted. Now we learned quickly, and we got coached on do not speak English openly, speak Portuguese. Like, okay, great.
Properly.
Yeah. So we got that sorted. Had a great afternoon on the beach. Head back. We have some food. We relax. Had some drinks. It's the night of my boy's birthday. So because we had plans next day and stuff, and they're tired, my two friends went back home, and myself and my boy were just there. I was like, okay, we want to go out. Yeah, let's do it. We got coached on what would be open on like a Sunday night, and it came down to Lapa. Now, Lapa is a party central of one of the party centrals of Brazil, but you need to know how to operate Lapa.
Basically like a King Street. I would say it's like a King Street.
It's a King Street, but based off the day you go, you need to behave differently.
For those of you who aren't in Toronto, King Street is like the clubbing district of Toronto.
Yeah.
Yep. So we know the basics that, okay, we're told to be very careful, and we're told like many times, and now after the
like
story
hearing
I'm about
that.
to tell,
I like hearing
now
this.
we understand, but be careful. Obviously, be careful, whatever. But when you're in the moment and you just got there and you're not sure how this country operates, you're failing, right? So
Sorry to interrupt you. Question for you. At this point, as you're about to like go to Lapa, how many drinks deep are you?
many like
Like approximately like 5.
we're like a good 4 to 5. So
Okay.
we're feeling good.
Okay, you're feeling nice.
So we go there, and
Tipsy.
in the ride there, because Lapa's not that close to where we're staying. We're staying in like a pretty upscale part of Brazil. So Lapa's not upscale, but very good for partying.
Talk about it.
So in the Uber on the way there,
Tino?
we're talking about our plan of execution as we're driving through the ghettos to get there.
Yeah,
Dude,
you have to
there's
say
something
plan of
called the-
execution. The way you said that, you said eggplant. I was like, yo, talking about my
Yeah.
eggplant.
So we go through the ghettos, something called the favelas. Those of you who are Brazilian know exactly what the favelas
you guys
are.
passed through that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brother,
hell, I'm
brother,
ducking.
we've been in there.
Shotas.
I'm ducking.
So we're like,
You don't realize.
I'm looking at my friend. I'm like, okay, this is our first night there. I'm like,
Yeah.
Question:
Yo.
Did your friend see any issue with? You know how you noticed the issue? Did your friend see any issue?
oh no. It was
Got
just
it.
nothing was
Okay,
happening.
so Luke, keep going.
And I'm pointing out. I'm like,
Like, no, you realize that in some parts of the favelas, if you're an Uber, they'll give you a warning that says moving through shantytown, dangerous area. Like your phone will give you a notification.
yep.
Like it'll
Your
say
phone?
danger zone.
yeah.
Like it's like a think of like an Amber Alert. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Ooski,
So-
turn the fuck around.
So yeah, so and Uber's driving at good speed, so I wasn't that concerned, right? So so we get through, and then we arrive in Lapa. It's the first night, and I'm like, oh my god, oh lord, okay, cool. Uber's like, okay, get out here. I'm like, okay. we get out, and things got real. I was like, okay, plan for execution. We're gonna do a warm up. All right, we're not going there. We're not going there. We're gonna go to this calm place over here,
Right.
To gain the confidence.
vibe, yeah.
Everything like that, just to get into this, right? We go there.
For sure.
Everything went fine. Everything's great, right?
How many drinks do you have? This matters.
We had at this point we had 2 more drinks in this place.
Okay.
We spoke Portuguese for the first time. Everything went well. We got our drinks and we're like just dancing, just whatever. And then like these 2 people get into a fight and they're getting us involved. And then my friend is getting involved. I'm like, no. Come back here right now. No. And then he's entertaining it. I'm like, do not talk to them. Just ignore them. All right?
Right.
And then ignore whatever. And then he's like, yeah, wasn't I right? I'm saying nothing because I'm not getting involved in that. And she's like hitting him and this and that. And my friend's getting involved. I'm like, you stand here right now. I'm not dealing with this right now. So it tapers down. Everything's calm. Another hour goes by. Okay, I think we're ready. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Just look out, right?
Red flag.
I do that. Everything's fine. I wasn't sure what the bathroom was like, but it was fine.
Okay.
Get back, have one more drink. I'm like, okay, I think we're ready to move up. We're ready to graduate.
We're at 8 drinks, by the way.
We're at like
viewers.
we're at like 8 drinks right now. So we're ready to graduate. Let's go to the next place, right? Go to the next place, right across the street. House music, the whole deal.
Your shit. Your type of music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, so it was basically like that, and it went from 0 to 100. Right? And when it went to 100, that was good. We liked 100. But when it went to 120, we didn't like that, right? So whoever's watched The Walking Dead would know the girl named Michonne. So this Michonne character approaches us with like a black cape and doing the whole like dance with the cape and the cape's flying, and she was
you got
she was a pretty good looking Michonne, right? And then she started dancing up with my friend, dancing with me.
She's a local?
She's a local. She's doing this. We were spinning her around, and we're like the attraction of that club that night. It was very nice, right?
I was right.
And then like an hour of us chilling goes by, right? And then the place is starting to close down at this point. It's around 2:30, 3 o'clock, right?
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, let's go. I'm not ready to go home yet. Let's chill." And we're just like, and like we had plans to leave by 3 o'clock because we know it's not good to be there past 3 o'clock. She pulls us to this next place, like 5 doors down, right? We go in. It's rough, right? Drinks got spilled all over me, and I'm soaking wet. Doesn't matter how it happened, just that happened. And I'm just like, okay, it's 3:20.
Question.
I'm soaking
Sorry,
wet.
sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
It's 3:20. How many drinks now have you had? I just want to get an
I don't know,
idea.
like 10.
10.
Jesus. And now on the scale of like drunkenness, you're feeling it now. Like
I'm
you're
feeling it, but I'm coherent.
okay.
I'm coherent.
I just want to know. And your friend was
Same,
higher than you or lower than you?
Same.
Same?
Same on
Okay.
level.
And just for reference, the clubs close at like 6 a.m. Right?
Yeah, they close at 6. They close at 6, but it's one particular place because of Sunday was closing earlier, so they close different times. There's no regulation.
It's still 3 o'clock and it's still closing earlier. Shit, that's still good.
It's Sunday and you're out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the first night being that you're still out.
Lapa's not somewhere you go to on Sunday night for the reasons I'm about to tell you, right? It gets shaky much quicker than a Friday or Saturday night.
Listeners, it's about to get lit. Hold on now.
So I'm soaking wet, and I'm like, and I'm like, friend. It's time we go because I'm uncomfortable and it just doesn't look very safe anymore. It's very rough looking. It's changed in the last few hours now. It's time to go, right? And then then Michonne is now trying to keep us to get us to stay and whatever the case is, right? And then
you could use the name John for your friend.
And then my friend John is just like, oh, why don't you come back to our place,
Jane?
And I'm like, no, we're not going back to our place because we're an hour away. We're in a whole different part of Brazil. I don't really know you that well. How about we go to your place? I was willing to take that chance. So, which is 1 block away.
Mind you, Keston's not talking about the friend. He's talking about Michonne.
Yes.
So, because Michonne is asking to pull up to the spot that him and John have.
Yeah.
But Keston's on some, let's go to your own place.
Yeah.
Let's go to Michonne's place.
Yeah, which is like over there, which is like, okay, that's easier.
And mind you, you don't really know Michonne, so you don't know her place, if it's a setup, if it's no. Okay, got it.
It was that one basically backed up against a wall a bit. It's better that than coming an hour to our place and no. That's
and this is one of the conversations we're gonna have and we're gonna be stuck on for right now, and we're gonna get back into your story.
Okay, so first things first, honestly, me in that situation, I would just got her number because you can tell that she's very, very pushy. I'll get her number, tell like, honestly, like tonight, like I'm really tired, just got in here, yo, like about to slide back and just relax myself. I'll get her number and I'll play it out and see how she is. I'm not going to her spot because you don't know what's at her spot.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not from here.
There though.
Yeah,
I don't care, Keston.
No.
Keston, you walk in there,
it's an alleyway, and
you and John, and that door closes, lock, cha-ching, cha-ching, and then you look around, man's coming downstairs.
Man, you gotta get fucking shit to cut you up and all that shit.
You gotta get the backstory. If they're local there, you go to their house, what's the worst case scenario? They harvest your kidneys. If you go to your house, worst case scenario is they steal your shit. So I'll take that over them.
I'll take them rob me more than my shit getting cut up. Yeah. But at the same time, I'll just get her number and text her. Because I'm there for a month. This is the first night. What do I need to get done?
Nothing. She was accepting anything but coming back to our place.
And I would tell her no.
And my friend John was like convincing me. Basically, it was 2 against 1, and I started getting very aggravated. Right. So that being said, I'm proud of you. So she took a bottle. And she's putting the bottle in her mouth. No, before that.
Wait. Hold on.
She grabbed our dicks so hard, both of our dicks at the same time.
That's not
so hard that I thought I needed surgery on my dick. Right? It was really bad. It hurt. And I was like, that hurt, right? And she grabbed it, gripped it. I've never had my dick grip like that. And I was like, fuck. Okay. And then she had the bottle.
Pause the story.
Let's pause the story. Oh, God.
I wanted to just stick back to what we were talking about on terms of just going back to Shorty's crib or not. Cause is 110% right. This is one of those where, John is way too horny.
It's been a while.
And you could tell John hasn't gotten pussy or attention in a long time. Let me just also say this is why it's very important for people to be able to talk to people where they're from and go out on dates and interact with females, men, vice versa, whatever is your choice, you interact with them, because when you go on a trip and you don't know yourself and you're finally getting attention, you want to do things like how Keston has said and is about to go into. Yep. This is why it's important to, know yourself and also be able to be comfortable from where you're from. I know I'm the number one person. If there was an Andrew Tate of Toronto, low key, it would probably be me, just because, I'm on the side of interacting with things out here is terrible.
It's absolutely
trash. It is terrible. But at the same time,
you have to do
it.
You have to do it, because if you go out there, wherever there is for you, and you're not used to attention, females, dancing with women, talking to women, you're gonna get caught up and do things like how Keston has said John has been moving, or how Keston is going to explain how John's been moving.
Michael, what do you think?
I think the second they start getting pushy, no matter what it is, if you suggest anything to me, I'm already like being skeptical. So you just gotta have good critical thinking skills. But the second they start pushing something on me, I'm like, okay, why?
I'm going to plan on the night.
Give me the number.
I'm going to plan the night.
The number.
And yeah,
The
I'm gonna
number,
get, 'cause mind you,
IG, important things.
viewers, for your reference, this is the first night and they're there for a month. What am I rushing for? I just got here. Let me play things on C. I don't know. I need to look around and figure out my environment.
Yes.
And I told John this. I'm like, we just got here. We don't
Just
know what's
we
going
don't
on here.
need to be doing all that. So DV, very good point. I agree with
It's just
exactly what you're saying
important.
as
It's
well,
just
too.
important.
Critical thinking, 100% you need critical thinking. Because So
Yeah.
All right,
Things,
Keston.
yeah.
back into the story. This is gonna be a segment for sure.
Things didn't add up because she saw my house. She wants to cook for us. I'm like, you're gonna cook for us at 6 a.m.
Poison.
6 a.m. And I'm thinking back to some stories that our friend who's a local there told us about what can happen to men in terms of poisoning and whatnot. She wants to cook for us an hour away in our condo. Like, no, it's just things were not adding up, right? Cook. Not even like the good stuff. Cook. Yeah. Not even like cook. Like, no, I'm not interested in cooking. I'll cook tomorrow. Right? Like
Continue.
So I'm like, it's like it's almost 4:00. It's time to go. It's time to go. So we had a bag of booze because you can buy booze in bars to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, for like basically nothing Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
So, anyways, right? So, so I decided to walk away, saying it's time to go. Hoping John will follow. Right? John doesn't follow.
Right.
Okay, I turn around. John's still there, arguing about coming to our place with this girl, and I walk back, and John's like, Keston, just let her come. I'm like, no, I'm putting my foot down. She's not coming. She's not coming. All right. I walk away. We're going. I walk away. I look. John's still not coming. I'm like, fuck.
What was he doing?
Just there. Like eating this
Smooching.
girl's face. Just smooshing hard. Eating this girl's face. Like,
That's the other thing too, though.
Yeah.
They all love to kiss off the bat.
What? 24 hours. Let's stay here. We're in the 24 hours.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
we
we're
were
gonna
talking
get to
about
that.
you just now.
Yeah. So then I.
Wait, she's speaking English?
So,
Or is it
yeah.
translated?
No. She speaks English.
Oh,
She speaks
no.
English, right?
She's a work. That's the work. That's the work.
She's a veteran.
Yeah, she speaks English. Yeah, pretty good English too, right? And then, and then after,
This is why me and Cuz are brothers.
and then I walk back.
Red flag. It's a blood.
And I walk back because this is over like 20, 30 minutes. This is like a long time of me pushing to let's go home, right? And
Okay.
the roads are getting darker, not like for the daylight dark,
But like
sketch.
shakier.
Really sketch. I'm like, it's Sunday. It's time to go. And I'm now screaming at this point, let's go. Like, I'm like, screw this.
And obviously that John listened, right?
No. Try not listen. All right. No, not listen. So,
You're saying something about a bottle. You're saying something about a bottle.
yeah, the
You're-
bottle's
you're gonna
coming.
get to that.
The bottle's coming, right? So then I walk back and I start cussing this girl out. I'm like, it's like, cause she's just like, oh, I'm gonna bring John back only to my place, and you can go. And I'm like, you are not taking my best friend by yourself. It's not freaking happening. He's staying with me.
I have a question. Was John fully about her idea of singling out?
No,
Y'all.
no. John says I am staying with Keston. I need to stay with Keston, and there's no way I'm leaving his side. I'm like, yeah, I know. So we're going home, and you're gonna go home too.
Listen, I want to give John the proper sound drop, and I want to do the clapping for him. But at the same time, no, you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
No.
Putting y'all at risk.
Big time. This could have been avoided just by saying, "Hey, let me get your number. Honestly, I'm gonna holler at you." and
Let's keep it pushing.
bro. Come on.
Yeah, and especially because on the first night we're just getting to
It's
know.
not
the country.
Toronto.
Like on the 20th day, we kind of navigate our way around. Not on the first.
20 a day and the first 24 hours is totally
Very
different.
different. We
Big
can
time.
navigate our way around Brazil at this point, right? So, anyway, so after like I don't know the fourth or fifth time of now walking back as I'm walking.
This guy did a lot of walking.
No, so okay, so before that last point, so the second last time of walking back, she gets really pissed because I cussed her, right? And she smashes a bottle in front of us, like right, glass could have went over our eyes, and I'm like, okay, we're done. I'm not talking to you ever again. Get the hell away from me. Get the hell away from me right now. I was so mad, right? And even then, John was very cool about smashing in our face. And I'm like,
I'm gonna repeat what Deavy was talking about. You have to know yourself. You have to know your worth at that point. Because mind you, you're in Brazil. There's gonna be multiple other things that look just like this
Or better.
yeah.
or better. So we gotta make sure like we're on a 100 note. Come on now.
So I walk away and I'm mad. And I'm mad. I'm like, John, you need to follow me right now. We're going home, right? And John does not follow, right? And I walk back for the last time before the next thing happens, which is gonna change the game here, right? As I'm walking back,
It's gonna be a good segment.
as I'm walking back, all I hear is Keston, get in a taxi, get in a taxi. I'm like, what? I'm like, my phone is gone. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And that a tear starts going down my eyes. I'm like, my phone is gone. I'm like, I get in this taxi. The taxi starts skirting. Now they skirt on a normal basis. This is extra skirting now. I'm like, what's going on? It's like this motorcycle took my phone. I'm like, what? And this taxi's skirting, like doing like fucking skirting around corners and whatever. And I'm like, okay, it's either this motorcycle guy is gonna kill us or we're gonna die in a car accident, one or the other, right?
Okay.
And this guy's skirting, dirt.
He's chasing the guy or
chasing the guy, chasing
Motorcycle.
him, chasing a guy in the motorcycle
High-speed chase for
in a
24 hours.
crap Chevy with a 1 liter engine.
Okay.
Yeah, and eventually, the guy's like, "Oh, can't find whatever," and I'm like, hey,
Right.
"Let's get out." We don't pay the guy. I'm like, just get out of this freaking car." Close the door, right? And I'm now cussing at John. I'm like, John, we're going backwards.
And your shirt's still wet, right?
Oh, I'm soaking. I'm sticky. I'm
okay.
disgusting.
making sure.
I'm a freaking disaster at this point, right?
Got it.
Yeah,
Just making sure.
and I'm like,
About to get worse.
I'm like, $1,000 iPhone on the first night gone. $1,000 iPhone, it's gone. What are we gonna do? We're here for a month. How are we gonna work? Right? And not much emotion.
Sorry.
So not much emotion. It was a piece of metal. I'm like, we're gonna get killed out here. We're gonna get killed. Right?
this point, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So
And what time is it now?
so this is at this point we're like a solid like 3:30 in the morning or something.
No,
like that.
you said it was coming up on 4, so I'm saying
Well, it's probably close to 4. It's late.
Okay,
It's
around them
late,
times,
right?
sure.
It's late, right? So I'm cheesed, right? So we're walking down the street. I'm like walking ahead because I'm just pissed, right? Okay. Michonne and John are following behind.
Wait, wait. I have a
there.
question.
She's still there. She's still there.
So then that means Michonne got in the Uber.
Oh yeah,
with
we're
you?
all in the Uber.
What? She got in the car too?
Taxi. We're on a taxi.
Oh my
We're on a taxi. I couldn't even look at this woman. I couldn't even look at this woman. I was so mad.
Wait. What was it? Were you were in the front seat? There.
No, all three of us in the back.
All three of you back. Oh,
Right.
You sitting beside Matt? I mean,
How's his bad?
done this in a while.
Yeah.
oh my god.
He's gone true. He's gone true.
If I was there, I'm sorry.
Listen.
Oh.
The amount of thirst from John
Yeah.
is not even comparable to the kids in Africa right now.
oh my god.
That type of thirst is insane.
That's nasty work.
What?
So she's still following, and I keep saying, "You need to go home now. You need to get you need to get away." Because I don't even know whether it's a setup, whether she knew the motorcycle guy or whatever the case is. Because she's mad.
All these things are running through your head right
been
now.
all running
and
through my head.
everything
So
is
I'm
so
like, you need to
surreal.
stay away from us. Don't come near us. And I'm
Right.
walking ahead. My John is in the middle, and then Michonne's like kind of like maybe 10 meters behind John, right? And I'm mad. I'm so mad, like it's furious, right? So I'm walking past this bar thing where they have like those little
Patio tables,
or
okay.
whatever, and they're stacked up. They're ready to close, and I push this thing over. Tables go everywhere. They shatter and everything like that. I'm so mad, right? I just keep walking. Guys, the bar guys like, yeah, and I don't care, right? And then this big guy,
Batman.
this big guy's like, yo, come here. I'm like, okay, I should probably turn around, right? I turn around. This guy is pissed, right? So I walk up. I'm like, I'm sorry. My friend's phone just got stolen. I'm sorry. And what's he do? He takes a table and he throws it at me. So he throws it at my face. I go collapsing to the ground, right?
God. Wait, I don't even know this part of the story.
Yeah. Stupid. Yeah. I go collapse to the ground. I'm like, you stupid. So I'm thinking to myself, this is getting bad. This is getting bad.
Oh, now it's getting bad.
It's getting not good. And I get up. I'm like, John, we need to go. We need to go.
John here, like, yeah. No, working out.
Yeah. We need to go. So at that point, when
I hear none of that shit you say.
so when I got a tablecloth to my face, now John is just like, okay, we're gonna go home.
Oh my.
So I'm like recovering. I'm like
Because you're just in a TLC match, table ladders chair
right?
match. Okay.
So I'm sitting there. Michonne is still standing there beside me.
Oh my god. This girl does
And
not leave.
I'm
The fact that she's still there should tell you something.
and I'm like, you need to be.
You stupid.
You need to get away from us right now. I'm dead serious. Get away from me now. Right?
Okay. So wait, I have a
John
question.
is silent.
This is just a stupid side question. I'm sorry, cousin. How many times do you think you told Michonne, "Yo, leave us alone"? just think.
Probably
at least
around like
100.
20 to 30
okay.
times, accurate times of time.
How many times you told John it's time to go?
Probably more than that. Right? So
We're gonna pause. We're gonna pause.
yeah, so I'm recovering on this concrete curb, holding my head, and I'm like, we're going to get killed if we don't go home. So you get away from me. I don't want to see you. John, we're going home now. Take my phone, because I can't even see my phone properly, and you need to call us an Uber and get us out of here, right? So I passed John my phone, right? Holding my head, just trying to gain my bearings and recover from this table that went to my face. Right?
So,
And-
sorry, was this like a plastic like this? Or
It was
like,
one of those. It was one of those tables.
Okay.
And yeah, just went clonk to my face, right?
I wish I could have watched that
Yeah.
for just friendship
Right,
purposes.
yeah.
Glasses.
Anyways, right, so I'm holding my head because it got right above my eye. Luckily, it wasn't in my eye.
Wait, did John see this happen?
Yeah, he was standing right there.
And what was his reaction?
And after that, then he's like, yo, I think we got to go home.
Wait,
Oh
wait,
my gosh.
Wait, what was his reaction? So you got a table thrown at you, and he was like, "What?"
No, he pulled me up off the ground, right? He's like, yo, bro, we got to go home now. I'm like, I've been saying we got to go home.
Yo.
Like,
Oh, now you wanna go home.
I would be so
we're
angry.
gonna get killed out here. We gotta go home now. So I'm like, like he's basically just holding me up and just trying to guiding, and Michonne's still following,
Oh my god.
and she's crying now and doing this, baby.
my God.
Like, I'm so sorry this happening.
Yeah, they be saying baby a lot. They're quick.
right? And then I'm like, I need to sit down. I need to sit down. My head is hurting. I need to sit down. Take my phone, John. Call us an Uber. We're getting out of here. Michonne, you need to walk away from us right now. I don't want to see you. Right? And she's crying and bawling her eyes out and doing all that. Right? I'm holding my head there. And all of a sudden, as John has my phone in his hand, another motorcycle comes, takes my phone.
I was about to say.
Right? I
wait.
jump up.
Same ones or different?
We don't know. Who knows?
You guys
Who
need
knows?
to
Probably
see one.
organized.
You took the fucking phone.
Who knows? Another motorcycle comes and grabs my phone. I jump up, right? John grabs it. I grip it. Right? We're both like guarding this thing, right? And I'm like, fuck
wait.
you, right? And the guy drives off, and I'm like,
We gotta go.
John, we are going to get murdered out here. Get in that taxi right now. We don't have time for an Uber. There's no Uber. There's no time for Uber. Get in it. We're gonna die right now. Get in the car, right? And then John gets in. I get in. Michonne's trying to get in. I'm like, I shove her off. I'm like, I close the door, and then she's like banging on the window and crying and bawling her eyes out. Her face is up against the window, and I'm like, drive, right? And then the guy drives off, right? And I'm there, like shook. Like I'm so shook. I'm like, we could have died. We this is really unsafe. We could have died, right?
So-
and I'm leaning on the window, right? Nothing is being said in the car. Nothing. I'm very pissed off at John. I can't even look at it.
Guys, stress levels were on 100
Yeah,
note.
I'm thinking about how we could have died like 5 times in this evening, right? And then after because it's an hour drive, after like 15 minutes or so, I finally say something. I'm like, yo, we got to talk, eh? We got to talk.
Like you're saying, you gotta talk to your
We got to talk.
You gotta talk to
Okay,
your
and this is when cause press fast forward to the talk.
Yeah.
conversations.
So this is our first night here.
Yes.
So now it's the first
$1,000
morning.
iPhone is gone.
Your faces mash up.
Like my head is hurting.
He technically chose the thing over y'all's safety.
Yeah.
Big time.
I'm like, we need to look after each other, right? We have to look after each other. We need to if you're calling me out saying we have to go home, I'm gonna listen to you and we're gonna go home because there's something that you're seeing that I'm not seeing. I saw something that you weren't seeing. You need to listen to me because it could end really bad. And you just got here, right? So now $1,000 iPhone is gone. Like we are
the
here,
phones,
we are here for a month.
Safety.
Like, and our safety was jeopardized more than once this evening. You need to listen. We need to listen to each other. I'm listening to you. You listen to me. This cannot happen no more. And John was saying it's just a piece of metal and whatever. But like that's besides the point. For forgetting about the metal, if we repeat this process, it wouldn't be just a phone. It'd be something else.
An organ.
So, like, we need to listen to each other. We need to take care of each other. I'm here to take care of you. You take care of me. We're Canadians. We're not Brazilian. Right. So we got back. All right. Things a little bit rocky. Right. Went to sleep. Woke up. Right. Kind of rehashed the conversation, and then we really realized things were hacked and compromised. That was a whole nother situation.
Well, wait, I thought it was just a piece of metal.
Yeah,
Not like technology or anything.
Basically, it was just a piece of metal. They basically hacked important property outside
John's
of
property.
John's property, not even personal property, but business property as well.
Shit.
And that obviously could be very bad for business.
So how did they get in?
We don't even
phone
know.
was unlocked
yeah,
when
the
it got
phone was.
stolen.
So yeah, that's right. The phone was
Because they were
unlocked
looking for the Oopsie.
because the Uber was being called. So they had a chance to go do malicious things.
Absolutely.
Right. So this whole situation was days trying to recover personal emails to get into other things. Everything's two-factor nowadays. That two factors into business things, and it was a very big mess for many days before eventually recovering the personal email.
Fast forward. Okay.
But still
Fast
without a
forward.
phone.
Sorry,
and then eventually buying a very crap phone in Brazil just to get us
Make
by.
ends meet.
So
And
I'm gonna say the story is pretty much done there, but like, did you think like they like what's his name learned from this situation from John?
I think so.
Because like I feel like
I think so. At the moment of when hearing it was a piece of metal, I think that was very premature. But I think down the road, as we were there on the first night, we were there for 5 more weeks at that point. That obviously it's realized that there's a certain way we need to move here if we're going to survive as a Canadian there, right? So that being, and when our local friend found out, she was very upset, and it just showed, and I showed John like this is how our friend is reacting to the situation. So it's very serious, and we can't let this happen again. Like we need to understand where we are. We're not Brazilian, and we need to play our cards right. Toronto's a different vibe. Toronto's different. You can bring home most girls in Toronto, and you'll be okay. You cannot do that here.
Yo, also, let me just state the obvious because there's some people that don't understand the obvious. Yo, places outside of from where you're from are different. Just go with that. It don't matter about how the reviews look. It's just different.
it is.
You know the area from where you're from, so you know the side blocks, the main blocks, which club is hot, which club is not, all those things. You don't know shit about shit once you step out of your area.
Don't.
Period.
I agree, but at the same time, I don't like
Women are
living
women,
life
though.
in fear. So
No.
just apply common sense.
That's not
Exactly.
exactly, and that's not
but-
even
but
what I'm
wait,
trying
wait.
to say.
But my
I'm not
thing
trying to apply the fear thing. I'm just saying, yo, you are not from here.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
Move accordingly.
Your
Move
baseline.
slow. Move slow.
Yeah.
Move a little bit slow. Like, hey,
Shit is
take your
just
time.
different.
Be aware.
But my thing is, common sense is not common. You may have common sense, but yeah, remember, other people don't have that.
Yeah.
Other people don't have
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
And then for
unfortunate.
John's instance is, yo, you don't get pussy on the regular. You don't know how it is to interact with women once you go out. So of course you think the first amazing, beautiful Brazilian thing that's
Applying
talking
pressure,
to you
applying pressure to you.
is the one.
Nope.
Dog.
So
You
my
have
story,
to act. You have to be used to this and be cool in those spots.
Yeah, so my
Alright,
story is
Keston.
basically done. But the last thing I want to say is the one thing I was mostly upset about is that this is not a personal thing related to John, but I was put at risk. I was put at risk, and things could have ended up very badly that night.
This is a personal thing for John.
And I did not. No, it wasn't just John putting himself at risk. He put me at risk, and I did not like that.
The personal thing is John putting others at risk.
Yes.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
He's putting others at risk for his own thing, his own selfish needs.
Thing I was looking at. I'm like, I was put at risk, and things could end up very badly. We could have gotten stabbed, shot. A lot of things could have happened. We don't know where Michonne came from, whether this is a setup, her biker friends or whatever. That I didn't like the fact that on the first night we could have gotten badly injured, right? And I did get injured, not badly, but I got injured, all right? And I didn't like that. On the first night, we arrived like 14 hours ago in Brazil.
All I have to say is I am happy that I told your barbers to give you some insight before you go. I told them, yo, talk to Keston. I knew you were going to the barbershop. I said, yo, talk to Keston. Give him some little 1-2 insights. Just keep his ass on the 1-2s because you need to have your head and your brain, even if you're drunk, you need to know what's popping around you. You can't make yourself look stupid. Like me, first night, I would not be drunk. First night in Brazil. I would be like maybe 2 drinks deep, sipping on a drink, and I'm just analyzing because I want to see how people are acting with me and how I'm going to move with them. How do I mix into things?
You gotta scan.
First night, I don't know. I'm not teeing up. Nope. Yeah. I'm having it cool.
I'll tee up, but in the spot.
Oh yeah, at the spot. But if I'm outside, in the town,
I need some time to actually take in. Yo, we just got here. Let's cool out. Let's breathe out, and let's do a little 1-2. Just recon work from inside the crib.
That sounds like a mission.
Recon work, but we got to do recon work from inside the crib.
They did though. They had a conversation before.
No, recon work as in I'm getting to swiping like, okay, you bad. Really?
Keeping it 100. Like I'm happy. Like things did progress and got better, and nothing crazy happened. You guys learned off the first night, which unfortunately you guys lost a phone. But fuck a phone. Yeah. Fuck a phone. You got smacked in the head. Thankfully, you didn't have a concussion. Like gotta be thankful for the little wins still. No cap.
For sure.
Definitely. It could have ended up a lot worse. We thought about it, and it could have been really bad. It could have been a heavy table, a plastic table. Could have been a heavy. It could have been a lot of things.
Okay, so
the police don't care there. Like,
right. So with that being said, you were there for a minute, and then all of a sudden, our guest ended up leaving Canada to arrive in Brazil. How long were you there until our guest here ended up in Brazil?
For 7 nights.
So you saw 7 nights worth of
content,
Snapchat, IG posts, and you said what to yourself?
That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How did this?
Because we gotta leave Keston and get back into.
How did this thought process come into play of like I'm gonna go to Brazil for that amount of time?
So backstory, so I went to Brazil in 2016 to play soccer.
Okay.
And then, been there. But we were there, but that was just to play soccer. We didn't actually get to do anything, and we were 16, so we're not doing anything.
Youngins.
You know? So that happened. I always knew I wanted to go back. And the last 3 years, I've been trying to go to Brazil, but it's always something with your friends. Like, this guy's working, this guy's not. Your schedule, I don't know. It's always something,
You gotta have those friends that are just like, you message your friend, like, me and Deavon are the kind of friends where it's like, he'll message me about some shit, and I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
He's like, if you're about it, I'm about it. It's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
That's the thing too. But then there'll be people like that. You make a group chat, everyone's like, yeah, I'm down, I'm down. And then nothing happens.
2 men. It's a 2
and then
man or a
nothing
3 men.
happens.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that just kept happening. And I wanted to go during Carnival. So Carnival is like end of February, early March. That's like
Carnival
prime time.
That's
peak prices for flights to Brazil, right? That's the best time to go, apparently.
Yeah. We're going next year, by the way.
Okay. Yo, you letting me know now?
They're all winter, so.
Yo, okay. But anyways, I've been trying to go for the longest time. Something always pops up, not able to go.
The fact that you saw Keston out there.
I see them there, and I'm like, there's no way these guys are Brazil. No, what was it? No, it was actually a couple of weeks before you guys went. We were in Toronto. We met up in Toronto, right?
Yeah, we did.
And you told me.
And your first unks.
Yeah. And then you told me you were going to Brazil, and I was like, yo, I've been trying to go for the longest time.
I remember this.
And I was debating, like, should I? I don't know. But then I replied to your story or something. We're talking, and you're like, yeah, we have an Airbnb, extra bed. I'm like, oh.
His line, honestly, that's a perfect lineup.
All right, so I replied to Keston's story. He's like, they got an extra room in the Airbnb. Everything's set up. I got a bed. All I need to do is book the flight. That's the only thing. I don't have to plan anything else. The other thing too is I prefer to plan on the fly. I feel like it's more exciting. When you go into things with
Okay, you
zero
prefer this.
expectations,
It's always more fun because you have
Exactly.
no expectations.
Exactly.
If you planned it, there's always an expectation for it to be like this, and then it ends up being like this. You're like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I hear that. I like
So
that.
I am a planner man. Okay, I have a question for your last minute flight to Brazil.
Yeah.
What was the cost looking like, range wise, and was it more expensive than if you were to pre-plan it?
So I've been scanning for Brazil flights
Of course.
for like forever, right? So I know the average is like 970, right?
Okay. You don't have to say the exact amount how much you paid, but you could give us a range.
Yeah. So I was trying to get a deal originally, so I would go at it. Obviously, everyone tries to get the cheapest flight, right? So the cheapest time would be like 700, and then the high end would be like 1.2. So I was looking at flights, and I'm like, Keston told me everything's set up. All I need to do is buy his ticket. So I look at the flights. It's like it's 970 average. So I'm like, hey,
Straight flight?
straight flight? No, not straight. Not
They don't
straight.
do straight flights.
It was there's no straight. You had to stop somewhere. So I stopped in
How many times you gotta stop? 1 or 2 times?
one time.
I saw 2.
Not doing that.
Wait, didn't you guys have some crazy
No,
itinerary?
it's okay. It's
No,
okay.
no, we're not going for
I
that.
have to
Fuck
step
all
in.
that.
So I step in. I saw twice, but the thing is, comfort's important. So we saw twice, but we were comfortable. We had Delta. We had
Okay.
food.
Faster. Okay.
See, for me, all
No
I care
water.
about is get to the destination. I'll fuck it out for whatever it is, right? As long as it's
Fuck
not
it out, yeah.
crazy long hours, you know.
No water.
But this was like what? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't want my
So my flight,
Show me.
I ended up booking it, and so first of all, when I tried to book it, you got to know the tricks first. So you go to Google Flights, people will know whatever
Yeah.
you need to do. Then you cross-reference with whatever else.
Kayak,
Exactly.
Expedia.
Booking.com. So
booking.com for sure.
Google Flights will tell you booking.com is the cheapest. You don't book through Google Flights. You go to booking.com and then book through them, right? Because it might be whatever cheaper. But I go to do that. I'm trying to book it, and every time I press confirm pay, it's showing some error. And then you got to go back, and when I go back, $100 more. Then I do it again, $100 more, error. So it's kind of finesse. But at this point, I've already mentally prepared myself to say, yes, I'm going.
Oh, no.
So I was like, all right, fuck it, let me just buy it. So I ended up paying what, a little bit above average, 1.1, whatever.
That's not.
All right.
Yeah.
It's what it is, man.
Yeah, exactly. $200.
that experience?
Exactly. $200 is what I'm gonna spend. $200 on what, gas in 2 weeks or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
I'll step in. No, we paid $1,500, and we're treated like royalty.
yeah.
Right,
So my flight, I didn't look into
Kind
it.
of, because you lost your luggage. But anyways,
Hey,
royalty.
yo.
No, what? We're not on that though. Michael, continue.
Yeah. So I booked with an airline that I had never heard of before. But for me,
No.
no. I know you got to know the bad ones
Whoop.
too. Swoop is not. No, I don't do
I
that.
said whoop.
Yeah.
I said whoop
Hey,
first.
if you're on swoop,
Yeah.
good luck to you and your life and your luggage.
Oh yeah.
One of y'all's not gonna make it.
Oh yeah. And if you're in Europe, EasyJet, stay away from them. Don't even bother.
Good to know.
But yeah, you gotta know the bad ones. As long as it's not a bad one, then you're okay. So I didn't really care about all the amenities and all that, just because I have lounge access. So no matter what, if it's a layover, it's a long layover. I got a good lounge. You got unlimited food, unlimited drinks, alcohol included, shower, bed, whatever. Right?
We had that on the plane.
Yeah.
We had
you had it on the plane.
We had
That's
unlimited.
crazy.
We had food,
Yeah.
drinks, everything. Right.
Yeah. See, so for me, we had a layover, so it was like what, 6 hours? Layover for what, 4 hours? So that 4 hours, you stop in Bogota, Colombia, which yeah. So I had a layover on my way back, which I made it longer on purpose because I wanted to go out and do stuff. But hey, yeah. But
Stay longer and do stuff. Don't worry.
That's
Well,
the
yeah.
place.
That's what. Yeah, just use the lounge. A lot of credit cards, you get good lounge access for
Yeah, you
free.
do.
Yeah.
So
Amex,
just-
for sure.
yeah, exactly.
For sure.
But yeah,
So you saw what was happening and you said, okay, bet, let's go.
not only that, but I was like, New Year's, I don't really have any plans right now. I'm asking around. People are doing this. Oh, let's go to a restaurant. Oh, let's go to this club. Yeah, I'm like, all right, I've been to this Toronto club how many times? Why is it gonna be nice this time, right? So I'm like, it's
not it.
all right, and it's cold here. Why am I here?
May as well
sure.
slide
I'm
out.
like, you know what? Let me just go.
it's more of a reason too. Like you're spending money, yes, but it's like, fam, I'm gonna be in a different spot,
Yeah,
experiencing something.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't be here for New Year's. Big dub.
You made a great decision.
The amount of money you would have spent on New Year's would have been like, fam,
Exactly.
I may as well.
That's
Makes sense.
Bro, you're looking any entrance on New Year's is what in Toronto? Like minimum
70,
50, 60, 70.
60 and out.
100.
60 and out.
Minimum, yeah.
100%.
And not only that, I was looking at other options with my gym bros. We're looking at Quebec, where
Okay.
first of all you got to drive there. You're putting miles
sure.
on your
Well,
car.
you can fly, but
You could fly, but yeah, it's like last minute flights to Quebec. I checked actually. This is another reason why I decided to go to Brazil, because I checked to Quebec. What, 2 days in advance flight is like 600, 700.
Nope.
I'm like, what?
Brazil.
What? So my options are Brazil. I also looked at New York because a couple of my friends were going to New York. So
All cold,
Brazil,
by the way.
New York, or
Cold.
Quebec.
Gold.
And they're all within $700, $800 range.
and it's all winter.
And mind you, you stayed in Brazil for how long?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Salute.
Yeah.
Two
Straight to
weeks.
Brazil.
2 weeks in Brazil or Quebec or in Brazil, or you can go to Quebec or New York for a weekend, 4 days.
And spend probably the same amount.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
So I'm like,
Add up to.
look at what it is, and Brazil was the best option, especially since you had the place that the split after while I was staying there, the split between us would have been insane.
So-
I've never had that kind of price for a split.
It costs like
So now that we're talking about costs, I was actually gonna bring that up just now. Is like, how is it just living there on a day-to-day basis when it came to just spending on licks, spending on food? Like, what was
Yeah.
it compared to like just being back in Canada?
Yeah. So since I was basically living there, I was there for 5 weeks. It is when you bring your Canadian dollars to that country, you're living very lavishly.
Yeah.
Very lavishly. Like everything. Like so to Uber an hour across the city.
What, in Toronto, what's an Uber across the city?
Like
Probably
so between 70 to 100, 60
Exactly.
to 100. It'll cost you about $10 to Uber an hour
$10, brother.
across the city. So you can go anywhere, and if you're going close, a lot of times you're Ubering like 20 minutes, $3 Canadian, $4 Canadian to
I
sit
had-
in Uber.
I had an 85-cent Uber one time.
Yeah. I had that
Like,
too. I had
what?
that too. I had many $1 Ubers, $2 Ubers.
Yeah.
And you're traveling. So it's like when you bring your Canadian dollar there, you're living a meal that you would pay $30 in like a Jackasser's, you're paying like $7, $8.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it like when I got there, they're telling me the conversion is nice. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
I go
it's
there,
nice.
I'm like, okay, it's
so
nice.
drinks,
amazing.
When I get there, it's like, no, it's like money is fake.
yeah,
it's not real. Monopoly
Mike was
money.
very surprised. He was like, "This can't be real, Mike."
Yeah, yeah.
So you're trying to tell me I can just sell one of my cars and live lavish for an entire year?
A year, 100%.
Basically.
100%.
What am I doing?
Yeah,
A drinks
Buy
in the,
Infinity.
drinks in the bar cost $1, $2.
Like what you spend for just yourself here, you could buy a round for 6 people.
Yeah.
Fam, these 6 beers cost me $9. So you're trying to tell me a whole night would have cost me
Yeah, $10,
Yeah.
$10, $15. Yeah.
And not only that, even like going to places where you want to skip the line. If there's a long line,
50
you
reals.
just go up to them and be like, how
50
much is it to skip?
50 reals,
All
which
here
is
you
like
go,
$5
just take
bucks.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
$5, which is not even cover in Toronto. You get to skip the line and get in.
So
Like,
for
what?
them, it's like obviously their money's their money. But when you bring Canadian dollars there, skip the line $5.
So, Toronto women, if you see like Toronto men just leaving and you don't hear from them for a long period of time, and you see them in Brazil, they're not coming back. You should have really followed on them when they were here, when they gave you the opportunity.
And we all know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say we're broke boys. That's why we're not doing this shit here. No, it's just being efficient. You gotta make your money move efficiently.
Yeah.
That's all
So
it is.
for yourself, you can have a very big night and you spent to your face $20.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is like you're not holding back. I'm a big advocate for when you're on vacation.
He's cheaper than me.
Yeah.
He's cheap.
I'm not cheap. I'm
You are
efficient.
cheap. No, you're
Efficient.
fucking cheap.
Efficient.
I've seen
brother.
the way you move.
Nah. You got to be efficient. But when you're on vacation, the number one thing I hate is people that are cheap.
Yeah.
If you're on vacation, just spend the money, all right?
Yeah.
Right.
Within
That's
reason.
yeah, within reason, obviously. But that's the other, when you're in Brazil and the conversion is like that, you can spend the money. Don't bother with anything. Just pay to speed up any process, and don't even worry about it. Just tap your card and
You're right.
forget about it.
I'm not wasting time in Brazil
Yeah.
because I'm only here for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Wow,
for the
I'm not
month,
staying in a line.
For the month we're away, I think with groceries and everything, we spent like $500 or something like that. $600, $5 so you have to live.
That's not bad. Still, like
That's all expenses paid, everything, right? Not
Yeah.
including Airbnb, of course.
And this is exactly why, like, sitting at this table talking with everybody, like, this is why we always preach, yo, travel. Just staying in Canada and just being here and doing what, fam, experience things outside of here. You're going to see, like, maybe Canada's not for me. Maybe I'm built to be here and there.
There's more. There's more.
so
though.
much
There's
out
more.
there.
There's more. You know what the rent on like our condo is per month if we weren't renting, like you're renting locally? It's around like $300 Canadian a month.
Yeah. And you're looking at places, looking at beachfront condos. That's
Beachfront
like
condos.
across the street is the beach. You got the whole view. Not only it's just not just your condo. The whole floor is your condo. And you're looking at what, $800,000,
There is more.
$900,000 Canadian.
There is more.
What?
So the condo we're staying was brand new, by the way. It's a brand new complex. To buy that condo we're staying in, 2-bedroom condo, $50,000 Canadian.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to learn some
50,000 Canadian.
Portuguese.
Like we're
50,000
talking,
Canadian
we're
to buy it.
talking.
to learn
You
Portuguese.
walk into the lobby, take the elevator to your room. That's what, like, there's a whole floor is just yours.
Yeah, $50,000 to buy it. That's where we're staying.
Cuds, me and you are hearing the same thing. Trillion babies.
So RS3.
What?
Or
So a condo in
Brazil.
Toronto, 2 bedrooms, like what, $1 million or something like that?
Sell the Evo and the Infinity.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you saw
You're
the
good
condo
for
we're
like 5
staying
years,
in, but it's $50,000 to buy that, what we're staying in. It's brand new.
That's insane.
So, just a little side note, DV. I think we should start putting like $10 a week towards just like an account, and then like by the end of whatever.
Oh no, we're gonna get into the traveling stuff, but I wanted to get into Michael's experience about just how it was meeting up with locals versus Keston's experience meeting up with locals.
Jesus.
And in regards of the women.
The women.
Yes.
Oh.
So Michael, go ahead, kick it off because I know that the game is different.
It is.
I identify with your game. Keston's game, I don't really acknowledge.
All right. So I don't know.
No offense.
How are the 1-2s?
The 1-2s are nice. It's always good when you go up to talk and it's not just about, all right, whatever, business. It's like there's banter. Even if you're not interested, you can still be friends, whatever. You can still have a good time.
For sure.
Everyone's
like
there
I
to have a
mentioned
good
earlier
time.
in the pod. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
Don't
thing
forget,
about
to mention
Brazil,
don't forget to mention the almost broken shower door.
oh my God, Joe, relax. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, I had a great time. I had a great time.
This guy, bro.
God damn!
Oh my God.
Holy!
This guy.
Mike had a great time.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
All right, Michael,
Oh man.
let's go.
Michael.
Kick it off.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
No, we don't need to do this.
Yeah, I know.
No, just the experience in
I'm
general.
saving myself for marriage, and
For sure.
Michael.
yeah. So yeah, just the banter is always good. You know,
The banter. Okay.
it's always nice to, even if you're not, you could just have fun with friends. That's the other thing about Brazilians in general too. They know how to live life and just
Right.
enjoy. Here,
like
it's
that.
everything's go, go, go. You're on the hustle. You're on the grind.
Yeah.
Right
Slower
there.
pace.
Yeah, there, it's not even here. You can have somewhat of balance. There, it's not even balance. It's just you work in order to live your life. Here, it's like it's the reverse.
Yeah.
You're living your life to work. That's all it is.
You're right.
Bar.
That's the biggest difference. And people say that a lot. You can try to have that lifestyle here as much as you want, but
hard.
it will not be the same as over there.
It's hard.
They are really, they're
You
living
can
their
tell.
life.
You can tell just from the videos alone. Like, you can tell like they live, bro. They live. It's a freaking Tuesday and they're turning up. Like that's like whoa.
Yeah.
But like from like just talking to them, like
It's
in
a-
general, like was like the like from seeing you, knowing that like you're not from here.
Yeah.
They can tell your Portuguese is shaky.
Yeah,
They didn't
yeah.
like put you in a different like realm, but they still spoke to you. Like you're still
So-
100, or like you can tell like it was a little shaky.
So yeah, obviously the first impression, the first thing you go up to them and you start talking broken Portuguese. It's either a yes or no. You
I
can
can
tell
barely
off the
speak
bat.
English now.
Yeah, exactly. bro. Yeah. Hey, yo, I need some water.
Guess licks.
But yeah, you can tell off the bat if they're interested or not, or if
Okay.
they know any English or not. That's the biggest thing. English is, if they know English, then you don't have
very-
to waste time with the translator.
Yeah.
Or you could just go with the translator, which is if they're taking their time to go through the translator with you, then you got something going.
Yeah.
Right. So
Is this based off of history, or you're just gathering that information based off of what you've seen?
I declined to.
Should I answer?
No, I'm joking.
Oh no one's asking you. No one's asking you.
Yeah.
Should I answer? Okay, fair.
Yeah, it's always. Yeah.
So overall, we got easier to have a conversation
Yeah,
with.
exactly.
When it comes to the type of timing you're on, do you feel like if you are on the I'm really just here just to party and tee up right now, you could tell them that and they understand, or are they kind of push offy once you?
No. They're down. They're honestly.
Oh.
I think they're. Most people are down for whatever. You just gotta just do what you want to do.
You gotta get it out of them, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair.
But
Now we could turn on the indicator from here. We can turn on the indicator. You said enough. I don't want to
No, you don't have
deep
to
dive into that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Those who know.
Outside.
Yeah. Yeah,
be
and
outside.
they're super flirty there too. I will say that, super flirty. Like,
Because we're Canadian.
I don't know.
I don't think
could
it's
be.
just because we're Canadian.
I think that's always that's always in the back of your head, but still, you don't even when you don't tell them you're Canadian. If you're a gringo, then
Yeah, sure.
sometimes you just gotta go with the opening line. Do you like gringos or no?
Yeah, that is the open line. Gringo? Yeah.
Yeah. Or do you speak English? Whatever it is. That's the other thing too. That's the other thing. When you're in a place where not a lot of people speak English, if you're walking down the street and you hear someone speak English,
You're shocked.
You're like, hey, yo, you speak English? Automatic bond. There you go,
Yeah.
friends. You're going out together, whatever. You're meeting up the next day for whatever. Right? That's the other thing that's nice.
Picture inserted here.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That's fine.
What picture are you talking about?
Oh, you know what picture?
Oh, my God.
That's fine.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
The one too is why I wanted to come with like tourist attractions. Like, what were some spots that you guys went to where you're like, yo, this is it. Like, this is the views I was looking for. This is like the excursion I was planning. It's like, what excursions you guys touch on as people who's coming to Brazil? for
That
the first time?
hike. That hike. Oh, my God.
It was a bonding
That
experience.
view, yeah. Not only it's the view was amazing, but the shit we had to go through to get to that view made it 10 times better.
There's a lot of things, right? So that
Oh
hike
my
is
God.
extremely dangerous.
Where is this?
This is, well, obviously in Rio. And
Okay.
the name of the excursion we'll have to put up on the screen.
No, Keston, you're not editing.
Who are you? Who is this guy? This is his second time doing
stop
this.
saying that. You do not do the editing.
This is not Matt. Matt doesn't do the editing anymore, brother. You fuck
And Matt
off,
wasn't even doing that once you said it. So
Yeah, real shit.
slow down.
Continue.
Slow down we'll put it on the screen.
So what I do want to say about the hiking, though, is like I've been hiking before. I went in Vancouver and whatever.
Yes.
But these and the things so I'll compare it.
No,
Vancouver.
I don't care about Vancouver. Keston, tell me about the hike that you went on.
So the
Brazil.
fact that you work so hard, like with energy levels to get to that top, and you realize you're like if you make a wrong move, you're too drunk, you will kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
you
no-
will. You there's no.
That-
you
there's
hurt
no
yourself.
barrier, there's no fence,
So it's
there's
either
nothing.
you're good or you're dead. Like so those pictures that
I
you've
don't like
seen.
that.
I like
No,
it
it's
because I like it because first of all,
bare bones.
It's bare bones, and you realize that you've done some crazy things where you are alive on this cliff, and if you don't have your shit together, you will be dead, right? And it's nice. It's really, really nice to look. I keep looking at pictures every day.
John was blessed.
John was blessed. Everyone was blessed. So John was taking his photos for us.
The other thing too is so before context before we went out the night before. Did you go? I don't think you went.
No, I didn't. I stayed
Okay.
in. Yeah.
I went out and so typical
yakking.
culture in Brazil is you go out, you stay out till like 6.
6 is a standard.
Yeah.
6 a.m.
So sun comes up at
Okay.
like 4:30. So
Right,
you're
sun came
out,
out.
you're out at the place till like 4:30 maybe. Then you walk to the beach and watch the sunrise till
Yeah.
6.
And then you go
Right.
home at
Okay?
like 7.
And then you go home.
Yeah.
So we get home at like I
6
get
or
home at
7.
like 6, 7.
Yeah.
And we have to go to the hike at what? Like 10, 9?
Like 9:30.
Yeah.
9:45,
So
yeah.
I'm like, there's no point of sleeping. So I'm like, no sleep. Let me just go. And then
Okay, I like it.
the second we get into the Uber, waiting for the Uber, I'm like, all right, something's moving down there. I don't know what's going on. Yo, my stomach is not
Wait.
feeling. My stomach is not
Oh,
feeling.
you said something's moving down there. I didn't know you were talking about the snake or something.
No.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, my stomach is not feeling it. I was out of it, no sleep, and we're at the base of the cliff or base of the hike,
We're like 25% up. Like
Yeah.
25%. Yeah.
and we start hiking, and it's like the first stretch, which is it was the steepest
Most
incline.
incline.
Yeah.
The biggest degree.
But it was still like cobblestone. We didn't get to the actual like jungle
dirt,
part.
Dirt. Yeah, jungle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation.
So yeah, we're hiking. I'm like, okay, this is it. I gotta let it out, and then we'll keep going. So, stop number 1. Yeah. Done.
And then
Keep going.
The thing is, so everyone's like exhausted because this is the first incline, and all I see is like just liquids flying out of Mike. I'm like, bro, and I'm tired, and I'm like delusional. I'm like, what?
Why are you delusional? You stayed in.
No, but it's a hike.
No, but at the same time, I would say I'm generally fit. I like to say I'm fit, and that hike wasn't a lot. It's just the
Night you had.
No, you had.
not even the
was a
night. It was
hike.
the water. I think I had some water at the place that.
And your body wasn't used to it. You didn't take
exactly.
the probiotics.
I didn't take the
You're not
probiotics.
supposed to drink the water.
No, but I took probiotics to counter that and it worked. But he didn't take it till a little bit in. All right. So.
Yeah. So,
Stay away from that water, boy.
yeah. So
Overall, the hike was good.
it was amazing.
How was the beach culture compared to the beaches in Canada?
Can't compare it.
Oh
Can't
my
compare it.
god. Yo,
No,
it's
just
like
go ahead.
you got
Speak.
full service like VIP.
Yep.
You're sitting on the you get to the beach, some guy will come to you with a launcher and be like, "You want this launcher? Yeah, sure."
An
Set it
umbrella.
up for you. Perfect view. You sit down and he's your waiter for the rest of the time you're at
Yeah,
the beach.
he just
He'll
serves
get you
everything,
whatever you need.
and brings,
anything.
And brings a debit machine, debit, credit.
anything.
Credicho, credicho.
Yeah. And then
Debit
there's
machine?
And
anything. Everybody there has a debit machine.
You can buy
for
You
whatever.
can buy weed with debit
There's
machine.
like a
I'd be
6-year-old
like this.
Yeah, exactly. Tap, tap,
Beep, beep.
tap. That's it.
That's it. That's all it is. So debit machine for buying weed,
Mod.
buying everything you
There's
want.
a 6-year-old girl walking around with Mentos. 6-year-old girl walking around with Mentos. I'm like, I don't have cash.
with a
She's like,
debit
"No
machine.
problem."
Debit machine.
You know.
So there's no
Credit.
qualification.
Holy hustler.
So when you think like they're behind, no, they're right there.
'Cause here you
Don't
need-
act as if like they're not right there. They're right there,
Because
brother.
here you need qualifications for machines, as you know, in Canada.
Tough.
There, anyone that has an active bank account could get a credit machine, a debit credit machine. They all have credit machines. You don't even need a real. It's all charging reals.
Mod.
We didn't have reals once on us. Not once.
Cash.
Interesting.
Wow.
So they had debit everywhere. basically.
Everywhere.
Debit
Good
and
to
credit.
know.
And they sell everything. Like these guys,
Everything.
there's guys walking around. We have our waiter that brought us the chair.
Yeah.
So we're like, coconut. Okay, sure.
Coconut.
Burger.
Credit.
Yeah.
Credit.
There you go. whatever you want. Caparina.
Caipirinha credit.
And then there's guys walking around with those, like they're carrying like satchels of iced tea, and you just get iced tea or whatever. it
Anything
is.
you want, they
or
serve.
grilled cheese or whatever.
Wow.
Not grilled cheese as in like the bread, the grilled cheese, or it's actually like a stick of cheese and they just grill it.
Yeah. They cook in front of you. Credit. Done.
So
not even gonna say
overall food quality.
Okay, I'll talk about that because I'm a foodie. Now, the food is fine.
Definitely are.
But if you're comparing it to the standards of like how they serve you in Jackass or salt, pepper, all that, you need to speak up. They don't serve salt and pepper as a standard, and the fries sometimes don't have salt and pepper. They don't serve ketchup as a standard. They'll be like, ketchup? Why? Like I'm like, I want ketchup.
Yeah.
Right? Seasoning is on the lower end, so that like depending on where you go. So fine dining here is like fine dining there is like a normal here. So your standards, you do adjust the standards. So you want to go to way nicer restaurants there than you do here to get the food you want. That standard. Yeah.
So overall quality is like every time you sat down, like you were like happy with the food. There's no times where you're like, what the fuck?
I was, and that was because we learned that it's like you can't go. The normal restaurant here is not the normal restaurant. The normal restaurant there is low quality. You have to go to like high end restaurants.
Okay.
There, which is fine. Their dollar is very strong.
At the same time, okay, so Keston's a foodie. That's his perspective. For me, I like food. It doesn't have to be amazing every time. I can enjoy it. For me, what I noticed the biggest difference was
Pepper.
the food quality of what it actually was amazing. Like there's no fake shit.
It's all real, but the way they
fresh
prepare
and-
it. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
exactly.
The way it was prepared, though,
Keston doesn't like wet wings.
You gotta
Keston
remember.
likes it well
so
done.
for the listenership, Keston is one of those people that will say, "Yo, well done" for all my meals. Mike, on the other hand, yo, give me good food. If it's good, I'll appreciate it. If it's not, I'm gonna roast
It's
it.
accurate.
Yeah.
It's
That's
accurate.
just
It's accurate.
what it is.
It's
So,
accurate.
okay. Michael, go ahead.
Food. Yeah. So the other thing, I know Keston's a foodie. Yeah. Oh, one more other thing is the frozen food, all the processed food there is garbage for a reason.
Don't even think
They
about
don't
it.
know how to do it because nobody eats it there. They have so much fresh food. There's no reason to eat all the frozen garbage.
Good to
We
know.
got frozen burgers there.
The worst you've ever experienced.
Keston went on a whole rant for like 15 minutes about these burgers. Oh my god.
I was very upset.
Yeah.
I was
Was
very
it because it was freezer burn? It was just
He's
no,
like,
no,
there's
it was
no
fried. It was-
seasoning or
no, that was
whatever,
freezer burn. It was they packed there's a market in our complex. It was very well done. Like down the market, beer, wine, all $5 Canadian each. It's very nicely done. But the frozen food, do not even think about it.
Yeah.
It was so bad, and I got so mad one night. And Matt,
It's okay.
John.
It's okay. It's okay. It don't even matter anymore.
John didn't care and ate that stuff every once in a while when we were too busy to cook.
Sometimes you just gotta get your protein in.
No,
you know?
no, but I'd rather not eat. I'd rather drink water than eat that. I was very adamant on that.
He was so mad.
I was mad. And it cost us only $4
angry.
Canadian, but it was disappointing that they serve that to people.
Note to
No
self
pepper.
for people like traveling out there: get all the fresh food, and it's better. It's better to get the fresh food, anyways. Like cook every day if you need to. Like go and eat.
4 bags of groceries, $20 Canadian.
Fuck.
So it's fine.
Okay, I have
They don't
a.
have. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, they pepper is non-existent there.
No.
They don't put it on anything. Hot sauce does not exist. There's no spicy anything at all.
yeah.
You ask
Oh,
for hot
shit.
sauce.
Perfect.
You ask for hot sauce. The best thing they'll give you is
Tabasco.
they'll put a couple of chilies in a little jar and they'll put olive oil in it and mix it up.
Some hapu-
That's what the hot.
Or
Jalapeno?
Tabasco. Or Tabasco.
No.
no, they don't like. You ask for hot sauce, and you're not
Yeah.
like if you
Interesting.
can't if you need hot sauce to eat food, pack it in your luggage. 'cause
Yeah.
you will
Yeah,
not
bring
find
your own,
any-
bring your
Bring your
own.
own.
You
Bring
will
your
not
own.
find it.
That's what you gotta do.
And bring it in your satchel when you're going to restaurants.
All right, Michael, this is a question directed to you because I don't think Keston had this issue.
Okay.
When it came to talking to women, do you feel like there were guys there or maybe one of her friends that were, it's typically usually always the big fat friend, the big back friend.
Blocking.
Yeah, no, there was none of that.
No.
None of that.
love that.
At
None of
all.
that.
At all. They're all. If anything, they're assisting. That's it. Like it's even better.
Yeah. They were vouching for you. They were vouching. And they're also really nice. Good.
Oh yeah.
You hear this, Toronto women? All right. Sorry. I
And,
call you
and
out.
usually, if you find someone that speaks English, usually the rest of the group will speak English. That's what I found at least.
And also the guys introducing you to their friend, and it's a really mutual, like, nice situation.
yeah, that's the other thing too. There was there's a lot
Sorry, we don't experience that often.
Yeah, there's
Not at all.
the other thing too is the LGBTQ community is very big in Brazil too. So
Not as big as Canada.
Okay.
yeah, no. I think it's bigger. It's bigger there, 100%. I would say 100%.
I'm not gonna argue it. It's okay.
But yeah. So the cool thing about gay dudes, like they'll
line
send
you
you a
up.
lob. Yeah,
They'll line you
exactly.
up, yeah.
They're the link for all the
Alley-oop.
girls. Yeah.
Go ahead, dunk it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
That is
Go
true.
ahead,
As
finish.
long as- I always said I'm cool. As long as you're not hitting on me or trying me,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
straight. Yeah. I like that.
But yeah, that's the other. What I was gonna say too is I'll come back to this too. But the pizza there, best pizza I've ever had. The only thing
Fresh.
is, yeah, fresh. But like, I've never they put shit on pizza that I've never seen. Like I had a salmon and cream cheese pizza.
Nope.
And it was
Excuse me?
amazing.
It was amazing.
That is-
Listen,
It was amazing.
Listen,
That is- nope.
listen. Don't question it until you had it.
No.
I
Kordell, you
saw
like
it.
it.
I saw it on the menu. I'm like,
you-
you know what?
Cordell, you like salmon, so you would like it.
Yo, I
don't like
you would
cream cheese.
I'm like,
no, but
yo,
you
I
it
like
this time.
salmon. I like pizza. I never put them together. Why not?
And all
that's
their gourmet
crazy.
pizzas are stuffed crust with like beautiful cheese and
Crust is amazing. Oh man,
Good to
the only thing is though, they don't. You got to eat it with a fork and knife.
Yeah.
No, see, that's not a pizza. That's
No,
Yo,
so good.
I know, but people,
That's lasagna.
yo, people will look at you like you just murdered their.
So
fucking
two Brazilians, the pizza is very expensive because it is, but in our dollar, it's
nothing.
It's nothing, right? But to them, that's very expensive for pizza.
dog. And yeah, but that's the other thing too, because when we went to the restaurant, the pizza restaurant, the Braz,
Outside one, yeah.
not that one. The one that I went to with the rest of the guys. That place, it was like there was a family. They'd ordered 2 pizzas for like 5 people, so they weren't eating one whole pizza to the face.
Yeah.
We didn't know that, so we ordered a whole pizza to the face. And usually it's like you order your
Oh,
pizza.
shit. So you had extras.
Yeah. So
Damn.
we didn't even have
So I was saying,
extras. It was just that,
Bro, you didn't come home with
Americans, yeah, exactly. Americans just eat a lot. So apparently, eating a whole medium pizza is not normal. They like a whole medium, 2 medium pizzas is for like the whole family. We were there eating a whole medium pizza. for
Canada,
ourselves.
eating a
No.
medium pizza to your face is pretty normal, to be honest.
yeah.
I've done it a couple
I was
times.
saying to myself, like, yo, I'm so normalized to getting large fries in here. Like, yo, let me get the small fries from now. Because
I've cut
on the
down.
other side of the world, they're not doing what we're doing here.
No.
everything here is jacked up and
It is.
it's
It's a
gold to
nasty
the
way-
extreme.
It's a nasty way of eating. And then after you feel like shit, I'd rather go to the small fries, smaller
Sure.
burger, everything else.
One thing to mention about the fries, after coming back from Brazil, you don't want to eat any French fries because they put French fries with everything.
Oh, that's
Everything
me.
you order, they'll be like a gourmet meal, French fries.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah,
French fries,
Yeah,
French
it's a
fries.
lot.
I can't eat French fries no more. I'm done
gotta
for
go.
at least 2
Yeah,
months.
it's a filler. But I agree with it though, because you need some carbs on the side. So it's either rice
sure.
No, but they put rice and fries.
or fries or both. Yeah,
No,
Even
but
better.
they put rice and fries.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
I mean, the fries. Fuck the rice.
but that'll fill you up though. You'll leave the meal like fully
yeah,
full.
is waste though. 'Cause I throw it out.
Yeah, I know. Me too. But that's the whole point, because they want you to leave there not hungry.
Okay, so with that being said now, and with Brazil being done, right? After that, with that being said, and with your experience out there, would you recommend Brazil to travel to for people who are looking for a vacation? Go.
100%.
So 100%.
And why?
But
Yes. So
And why?
there's a big but in there though.
Yeah, so exactly.
I know there's some big butts
so
out there.
there is a big butt. So one thing is, so my experience with traveling to Brazil, I didn't travel there by myself, not knowing anything. Now,
You were with John.
If you're thinking of doing that,
Right.
I would probably like think twice about doing that. You need to have the best time ever. You need to have some kind of like a connection of some sort to really get you settled in. Once you're settled in, you're good.
So what
But the
Keston wants to
settling in-
say, wants to say is having someone who is from there and is able to speak
Tour guide.
Portuguese is way big of a help than it is to just go there and speak English.
But to get settled in, like after a week or 10 days, you're good. You can speak Portuguese enough to get around, and you'll be fine. But if you go there without knowing
I'm
nothing,
gonna step into. I'm gonna step
no,
into to make
learning
sure.
a language takes some time, right?
I
the
always
basics,
say, when it comes to going to like Brazil, Colombia, shout out Juan. Like if I'm going to Colombia, I'm hitting up Juan. Like, yo, Juan, you're going during this time for this X amount of time. I'm gonna come with you, and he's gonna show you A, B,
Yes.
C, and D. That's what you need when you're coming to those
Yes,
spots.
yes.
You just trying to do your own research on YouTube and do your thing before you go is not gonna help.
I don't
You
know.
need-
It helps. It helps. No. Cause it helps,
It
but it's
helps.
not going to help you to the full
Full-
extent.
exactly, a full extent of what you would need being out there and in the streets.
so I think the balance is do
knowing not to
go
go up
there-
that alley, knowing not to go up this way.
So the balance is don't just go there like as if you're going to Dominican Republic or whatever. At least if you're not going with someone that's local or don't know anyone, that's please talk to someone because most people know at least someone who's from there. Speak to them first because from my experience, my first day there, we know people there and we got settled in very nicely. But
you
without that,
still got robbed.
Without that though, it would have been very very difficult. So my boy Mike came. We settled him in because we've been there for over a week at that point, and then he was fine, right? But you need that guidance. You need that guidance.
But no, I disagree. I still say that if you really want to, you can go to Brazil alone, have no connections, and you can make it. You just have to have your head on a swivel. I'm talking.
You know, you can
for
make
those of
it.
you that know soccer, prime Sergio Busquets checking your shoulder 24/7.
No, Michael, you'll be okay. I'm not
Luka
saying that.
Modric
No, I'm not saying you won't be
and-
okay.
Yeah.
but I'm saying it'll be very difficult.
It won't be hard.
When we
like-
got out of the airport, I didn't even
Yeah.
tell you this story. The airport, we got rinsed,
Yeah.
and luckily, the card we're using was a load card.
Yeah.
And basically, these guys out of the airport tried to charge us 120 Canadian dollars, which is 500 something reals or whatever that is, to clean our shoes. My shoes were fucking sparkling. Excuse my language. But the point is that when we basically realized when we saw the transaction on our phone, this person tried to charge this much. We looked at him and we just been in Brazil for like 15 minutes at this point. Just got the plane, right? And I called and she's like, Keston, did you? I mean.
You're good. You're good.
Susan called.
It's not
Terrible,
incriminating.
terrible.
Susan called and she's like, did you talk to them? I'm like, don't worry. Like the transaction didn't go through, whatever. It's like, we're coming now. We're coming. And they're in a panic because they knew that we're Canadians and we just got there and like we're not aware of this stuff, right? So our shoes try to get cleaned right outside of the airport as soon as we exit at 120 Canadian dollars
No,
to
but-
do that. Right.
but-
So
At the same- no, this is like basic street smart when you're traveling.
So I knew this and I made
Like,
sure
come on.
I was
You're
actually,
wait, hold on, pause. Keston, real quick.
This is like basic.
You're expecting street smarts
Yeah. No. But like, come on.
and common sense.
Everywhere you go, As
Real
soon
life
as you exit the
situations.
airport, everyone knows that's where the tourists are going to be. All the taxi guys are going to come to you and hassle you for whatever. No matter where you go, that's what it's going to be. It's not just Brazil.
Okay.
And there's always going to be those people wherever you go. You just have to
But what did I
have
do?
your head on.
What did I do? I was at the airport before you landed to make sure that didn't happen to you.
I know,
was there
but
to meet you.
Wait, no, Keston, stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. Don't say, yo, I had to crawl so you could run. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. You went there, you got gurks, you got finessed, and it happened to you. Don't say, yo, I had to do this so you wouldn't know. No. He's saying in general, yo, I know the difference. I know not to do that shit.
If someone's walking to me asking me to clean my shoes, I'm saying no.
I'm good.
That's like when you're in Toronto, someone asks you to clean your windshield.
No, but
it's
the
like,
thing
no,
is, the
leave
thing
my
is,
shit.
Deavon Kordell, you know what happened? He said no, and they started cleaning.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
but
you
you still walk.
That's the other
they
thing.
held their foot.
Yeah,
No,
Keston,
you keep
guess
walking.
what?
You don't make
Get
eye
off
contact.
of me.
Nothing.
Get
you
off
say,
of me. You keep going.
It was violent. It was
It's either
violent.
you have two options. There's two options. You say no the first time, they don't listen. You keep walking, or you stone cold, just dead
They
eyes,
held
straight
our
forward.
foot.
Don't
That
even
was
turn.
crazy. They held
And
our
I tell him, give me back my foot, fam. I'm moving.
Yeah.
Come on, no, Keston, I'm sorry, but like that's on you. That's on you for getting joke like that. You're too naive when it comes to that shit, fam. Like, yo, can you leave my shoes alone, fam? These are brand new up
Don't
the
touch.
lottie.
Don't touch. No
Please,
touch.
hey, they don't know English? Hey, they know this.
Pare.
Oh, hey, see?
Look, it's on the stop sign. You should know. Like, it says stop.
That was
pare,
15
pare.
minutes after we got off the airplane.
Yeah, I know. But I'm
pooping
telling you,
on them.
in general, most places will have those. That's like basic level scams.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to do that. Just have your head on. If you're gonna go to Brazil, if you're thinking about Brazil, I say just keep your head on.
Okay.
Be safe. Like just whatever your threshold of danger is from where you are. Like
Don't even go to half of it.
raise it up so that you have that buffer area because
By like
for the
50%.
unknown
By like
I wouldn't say
about
50
50%.
I would say 25%. That's
30,
me.
30.
Okay, you gotta understand who's saying what. So I feel like I'm the type of person that doesn't like to live in fear, so I'll allow a little bit of more free play because I feel like that gives you more fun. Or you could play it safe and give it whatever, just to guarantee your safety.
Okay.
But at the same time, I know people, like one of my friends, Bilal, he came, knew nobody in the country. He came here alone halfway through the trip. He came. Remember I told you? I
shit.
met up with him one time, came here and he's staying in the favelas. The whole time I'm warning him, yo, watch your phone. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. They all think I'm Brazilian. That's the other thing too. If you look like a gringo, then you're gonna get targeted. But if you're black, I feel like you can get by. Most people think you're Brazilian.
Which we did. A lot of people thought I was Brazilian.
Question, because I wanted to fast forward into interesting shit.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Brazilian people, there's lots of black Brazilians.
100%. What I heard was someone's telling me the second highest population outside of
Black
Africa
people. Yeah, is in Brazil.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fire.
No, to be more specific, it's in Rio. So if you go to Sao Paulo, you're going to see more white people, like more white than black. So Sao Paulo, we were in Sao Paulo for a handful of hours, and it's like it looks like Toronto, and there's a lot of white people, like more white than black.
It's a good mix though. There's you got everything in Rio.
Yeah.
I feel like now hearing these stories and now hearing a lot of background on this, I'm more like open to going to Brazil more than anything else. I just know I'm not traveling with you and Patrick or where you John, Paul, whatever the hell his name is. I'm sorry. I'm not rolling with you guys, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a couple of times where I had to remind everyone. Like, remember that one time we were on the beach?
John.
And-
Never John. Okay. Don't.
Yeah.
Patrick.
We were on the beach. We just get to the beach, and there's kids playing soccer on the beach, and we're getting there. We're on that little lookout right above the beach.
I remember.
And then all of a sudden,
They come running.
they hear us speaking English. They come slowly, and they come stand on a little bank. One guy has a bike blocking like
Yep,
this,
yep.
and then the rest of them come
remember
surround behind.
I remember this.
I know you guys didn't see shit,
did,
I was like,
I
"Yo,
was with
guys,
you. I was with you on
Phones
this.
in your pockets, head on a
I was
swivel."
with you on that. I was with you on that. Yeah. Definitely.
They had a whole thing planned out in 2 seconds. They're
So
playing
these were
soccer
some
a second
youngins?
ago. Yeah,
So
these guys are
people-
like grade 9, grade 10.
So people in the favelas, we know after being there for 5 weeks, we know what the favelas look like, right? So when you're from favelas, you have blonde hair, but the little roundy things on your head, you're favela. You're favela.
yeah, it's big
We know
stereotyping, big stereotyping, but you're not wrong.
yeah.
They got the jerseys.
You got a jersey,
Yeah, that's what it
jersey.
is.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, boys, favelas, phone pocket now.
My phone is not coming out of my
Yeah, I know. I only
Satchel.
you take it out for essentials.
Satchel, and also
watch. I'm not wearing no watch.
I wear my watch. Not gonna lie.
Final
but
thing to say about
honestly,
the
that's not
phones,
big.
in Toronto, we hold our phones very loosely.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. You can't do that.
Anytime.
You grip the
Two
phone very
hands,
hard.
whatever you.
And there's
okay,
times
no
I'll
homo.
stand in front of Mike while using his phone. Mike, I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
And since that, honestly, no, he's not lying. You got to do that.
Yeah, but the way he's just like, I got you.
Because we went to Lapa. The amount of time we went to Lapa many times, but every time we went, we met tourists from that were there. Every single tourist we met, their group had at least one person that got their phone stolen there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So learning from Matt, every time we went to Lapa or anywhere in general, ordering an Uber, you gotta find a corner with a fence where you can if anybody's turning in your direction or stopping near you, you can see them.
You guard your phone.
And you go 2 hands, Uber, pocket.
See, most people use their phone with one hand in Canada. It's 2 hands. It's 2 blood clot hands. 2 hands, you hold that shit.
No
I think
homo.
using the watch might be better now than fuck, because it's on my fucking wrist, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yo.
And I also, or use it in your satchel. I unzip. I use it in my satchel. And I zip it back up.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Try
So-
not to carry cash too. I mean, that's basic.
No.
But-
If I know I can use debit everywhere,
No, just
I'm
tap your
carrying
phone.
very little amount of cash.
No, we
like,
never held a real. We never held a single real.
Really? So then,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
then there's no point then.
So with that being said and done with,
Also, one last thing.
go ahead.
Go ahead,
We're
Michael.
on time.
Yeah.
But we learned after. We learned
to watch
after
this.
John that worst case scenario, we gotta have a backup plan. So what we did, super ghetto. In case our phones get stolen, we wrote down on a piece of paper address, phone numbers, and put it in our pocket everywhere we go.
Because we don't memorize our Brazilian numbers. We have Brazilian numbers.
Worst case scenario,
Honestly,
if we get split up and your feet on the ground with no phone, what are you gonna do?
That is a very good. That's a very good.
Because we all have Brazil numbers while we're there, so we don't memorize our Brazil numbers. So
Yeah.
we have to at least
an
know what
address.
it is.
Because you know what I actually messed up with when I was in Montreal. I didn't have service in Montreal for some reason. I was with Freedom. Well, actually, then I should have known. I didn't know the address I was staying for my Airbnb.
Exactly.
I didn't know it at all.
What you do, you go on Uber recently.
That's what I'm saying.
You just press it. That's it.
So my shit wasn't loading. Nothing was working. I'm like,
Well, you're not gonna have that. You'll have a Brazil phone number when you're there.
no,
right?
what my thing is like, I'm agreeing with you guys saying like that's smart because when I was in Montreal, like I didn't even have that kind of shit. I was in Canada, so the fact that you guys were doing that, very good idea, very smart.
Especially after what happened previously.
All right, quick question. And then we're not going to stay on here, but if you've been to the West Indies, Caribbean, how do you compare the beaches to Brazil to the Caribbean?
Okay, crowded, but in a good crowded.
Like Brazil,
And that
which
party.
which one's more crowded?
Brazil,
Okay.
crowded in a good way. It's always a party in the beach. The beaches are lit up all night. So you know beaches get dark at night. They don't get dark in Brazil. They're lit up.
Yeah, stadium lights.
There's stadium lights. So you get party
it.
in the beach. You could be in the ocean, and you never do this any part of the world because it's dark. You'd be in the ocean at 2 a.m.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. After traveling to Brazil, where do you guys plan on traveling to? Please do not give a specific timeline of when, what month. We don't need that. We don't care. Location and why. Go.
Missed that part too.
San Francisco, California,
Thanks.
and that is for a conference. I'm going to.
No. I'm talking about vacation. Vacation.
No, that's both vacation and
business.
business. Oh, yeah, it's both.
And
And then
you
also
remember
for
something, DV, they don't just do vacation. They always have vacation and business. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Got it.
never just- yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, this is only for vacation. I'm going straight from San Francisco to Miami, Florida, and that is straight vacation for an event.
This year?
That's this year.
Okay. Michael?
I have some paperwork for you to sign before you go. I think I'm joking. I'm actually not.
No, after that last trip,
Yeah,
you
you're
should.
signing some
You should.
paperwork. You're done.
Okay, for me, I got a list. I don't know what order.
Sure.
I
No,
don't care.
by
Yeah,
all means.
no.
Yeah, I got Japan for sure,
Wait.
and then I got Indonesia, maybe like Phuket or Bangkok, something like that.
Okay.
And then
Phuket's in Thailand, no?
huh?
Phuket's in Thailand.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what's it called? I got Miami for sure. I got a friend that moved there. They're saying to come down.
Shout out to our U.S. listeners.
Here.
Love.
I know we didn't say timeline, but try to push that one around like October timing.
No, Miami's
no,
in-
no. You Oh, that's why. Oh, you two are trying to link up. Never mind.
No, I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about
If you want to go for a lit time in for Miami, October would be the time.
October.
I was thinking like
Definitely
spring break or
definitely
something.
not October. That's when I'm going.
Why are you saying?
Wait, hold on. No, now we're gonna argue.
No, Keston.
Yeah.
Why do you say definitely not October? Let's
Why?
hear why.
Because the main event,
What's the main event? Now you can tell us. Yeah, tell us the event.
Ultra Music Festival, and that's during spring break.
Stupid.
Spring break is not in October though.
No, when I'm going to Miami for spring break, as you mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I'm going.
okay,
So
okay.
you're
No,
gonna
That's
come.
when you mentioned it, actually. Okay, so
But I also feel like Miami is the sin capital of the world. I'm not there
it
to
is.
sin.
And let me just say, if you thought Brazil was bad during whenever you went, guess what? They're scamming heavily more, and the same stuff applies. Oh, you look like a lick. I'm gonna finesse you.
It works in the same.
And they know it more in Miami because they're used to that flex. They're used to the guys traveling out. Oh, they're coming for, let's say, for example, March break or spring break. Oh, he dressed up like that? Oh, he looks like an easy finesse.
He's a victim, bro.
Get him, get him, get him.
Luckily, a Canadian to an American, it's closer balance.
That's another thing too. The difference between people that are scamming in Western world versus like South America.
Oh, it's night and day.
Yeah, because man's here, they're here just to prove they're bigger than you. They'll be like, "Yo, give me your shit right now." Brazil, it's like it's just survive. It's survival. They're
trying to sell
take
your
their shit
product.
and go.
Yeah.
They're not
Or
gonna-
just gurks you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Gods, on the travel flex. Wait, were you done? On,
Yeah.
Okay.
Travel Flex is looking like
You trying to go to Asia?
Yeah, I
Got
got
it.
Asia.
We're gonna work that out. We can work that out together.
facts. I got Texas in the tuck. I have Montreal in the tuck. I have St. Kitts in the tuck. And then whatever really pops up, to be honest with you, like I'm not mad at any other trip, depending on the budget. It's really up for me. Like, thankfully for my job and what I do, my timeline's pretty much open, so I can do whatever I really want to do. So it all depends on what it really is. Making sure it's 100.
Okay. Okay. Dope.
What about you, Stevie?
I was hoping you didn't ask, but
know.
for myself, I guess we'll just introduce it now. Me, Cards, and Johnny are gonna do a Montreal trip. Let's shoot out some content out there. Maybe record a pod or two, some vlogs and stuff. So expect that on DKM. Shout out to DKM Network. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe on there.
Yeah.
Go crazy on RoundTableTalk Pod. Free plug. But yeah, so for myself this year, Montreal, maybe I'll go with the boys. We'll see if they're gonna come or not. I'm definitely going.
transferred you. I sent the money, so don't try me on that bullshit. Check your account.
the receipt.
Let me just say,
literal receipt.
I will screenshot that bullshit and blur out everything.
Let me-
Show the dollars.
let me just say that
fucker.
Cards knows that he's gonna get this treatment because he in our group chat is the man that will say, "Yo, I'm down," but then last minute flop.
Oh man.
It's okay.
But hey, no. Yes, but I already put up dollars.
Okay.
Between all three mans, DV's already spent the dollars. I already sent him the money. Meaning I already spent money. I'm not getting it back. So meaning I'm going.
I don't mind sending it back if you cancel it. I'm not one of those mans. Yo, you already. No, I'll send it back.
DV, I'm going. Stop all the bullshit. Stop the nonsense, fam.
I'm joking, guys.
The funny thing is, too, his first all-inclusive resort he been to was with. Yes,
what
sir.
does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Just making sure that I'm always outside.
No. That doesn't mean you're always outside.
I'm always
That doesn't
outside.
mean you're always outside.
I've been outside.
Just because you went on a trip with me doesn't mean you're always outside.
Oh.
I'm always outside. I'm always the one out of everybody who's always like, yeah, I'm about it. And I still go out. On the 1-2s, when it comes to fets, maybe the ones where I'm like, okay, nah, that doesn't work out. Or nah, I'm not about it. That's the 1-2s I don't go to.
I don't want to say the events that you always go out to because I love you so much, but not always with the
You already
man.
told me,
Let's
I
just
want
say
to see Kordell go through heartbreak.
I did say that because it's important for all men to go through some type of heartbreak in their life. Yeah, fuck
Coming of
yeah.
age. It's a
Yes,
rite of passage.
You get some.
Rite of passage.
Yes, you get some manhood in that. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
So Montreal. I'm going to Grenada. That's already booked. Now, I mean, don't yo.
It's funny.
Hey, yeah, let's run that shit back up.
It's
Hey,
funny.
DCAM Network, let's run it back.
It's
And
funny.
guess what? More ass. More ass.
But it's funny, DV booked Grenada before he booked Montreal, and Montreal's sooner than Grenada.
What
Let's
are we
get it,
talking
man.
about? And then we'll see if causes about it. We'll go to St. Kitts.
So
That's where, yes, listenership. That's where he's from.
Hey,
That's where he's from. He's happy
might as well
t-shirt.
just go all at the same time, run it in a line.
I know. Hopefully, hey,
go on
we'll
the
see.
way.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully, we'll see what I mean. I'm about it. Here.
Just do it. Just do it. Why not? Ask yourself why not.
I love fucking concepts like this. Great.
I fucking hate you guys, bro. I fucking hate you guys.
Holy. Okay. That's good to know.
Other than that, like, I think we're at the end of the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen on the news the accident on the 400 where someone was airlifted. I got to give the 1-2s.
Prayers.
That's not here. Prayers. Honestly, prayers up for our homegirl. It's crazy how things happen in life, and you honestly, like, you got to thank every single day you're able to wake up and just be able to walk, be able to do what you need to do, and just be thankful in general just that you're here. So I want to give the 1-2s and the prayers up for our homegirl. Make sure you're good, and yeah, just be careful in your streets. Like, texting and driving, please stop. Be on your phone, please stop it. Like, distracted driving is a big thing, and we need to lower it. So all I gotta do is to give my 1-2s.
Facts.
Appreciate life.
Yeah.
Every second you have.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so like Cause was saying, that is it for this episode. Shout out to Michael for pulling up on the pod finally. I mean, Keston did a great job, but Keston has to run out real quick. And just salute to y'all for just paying attention to us and what we got going on. Like I said, shout out to RoundTableTalk Pod and shout out to DCAM Network. We have our travel content out on there. We definitely plan on dropping more content out there, so pay attention, subscribe. Go ahead and check out our past content. Shout out to the new listenership. I mean, shout out to the listenership that are only here just to see what Michael has to say and are studying Michael's movements. And
Pressure.
I'm sorry for the explanations you're gonna have to give. But salute to y'all. I mean, it's Roundtable Talk Pod. Thank you guys for listening. We gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Roundtable.